Hola. We're back.
You miss us?
They don't miss us.
What's up?
Hi. We're back. And it is SpitFyre, your favorite podcast. Yeah, we back. Sorry, we had a break. We said we'd come back in August. It's October.
It's August Junior.
And that's okay because life be lifing. And, we just had to get some things in order in terms of like personal life, social life, career, finance, like all of that. But we're back and we are here to give you a great season. And yeah, it's your favorite Sagittarius hailing from the house of Slytherin, Akii.
It's your favorite Avenger, leader of the Avenger, Nick Fury, a.k.a. Robbiey Leo.
And I am a Midwestern soybean farmer in the continental U.S. Zai, your resident Aries.
Oh, wow. I'm happy that we're back.
Me too.
Yes. Catch me up. How was y'all summer? I ain't seen these folks in years.
The summer was
I had a ball.
Mm-hmm.
Want to do a lot more, couldn't, but
Yeah.
working, new job going well. Yeah. I said the goal this year was to travel before the economy tanked. So yeah.
So tomorrow.
Right. But I'll be traveling soon. Next year, hopefully, is much. I have no hope. Never mind. So,
Oh, damn.
They're cutting food stamps next month.
and like I don't know. I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, that was my summer. Bunch of pool, gaining weight. I'm 230 now. Just a kid who used to see his ribs in the mirror and look like a toothpick with a grape on top. I never thought I'd get here. Now I'm here,
I
and
miss those days.
Baby, listen.
I literally have to eat at least 4 or 5 times a day, or I'm going to lose 10 pounds.
I have to suck in and bend to the side a bit to see a rib.
Mind you, I'm eating about twice a day just because I have no appetite.
Mhm.
I'm always gonna have an appetite.
The one day I ate once and I was like, "You looking real scared." I said, "Oh, you only ate once. That was this morning. You had some grapes. Eat something now."
Mm.
Why am I dizzy?
Yeah. I literally saw a TikTok of a
I'm
dude
getting
like,
lightheaded.
"This is why you don't work out on an empty stomach." And I was like, "I've done that before. I've
I
passed
do
out."
it all the time. I never eat. I never eat when I work out. And I work
feel
out.
like if I do,
hard.
I eat something very light. Like I'll eat a banana right before. But one time I ain't eat nothing and I went in that bitch and I passed right on out.
I go in that gym on a blunt pre-workout and self-hate.
I don't know.
Real, because the blood has really been helping recently. How's your summer been?
My summer's been good, actually. Working a lot. Nothing catastrophic happened. And like lately that's been like tradition the last couple years of just something mind-blowing, just really throws a wrench into things. And it was for the most part pretty chill.
Mhm.
Anything. Got a puppy.
Love that. Cutie.
Azul Cameron. He's about 3 months now. Just my pride and joy, really. Money's been good. Personal relationship life's been good. Yeah. No notes, honestly. I had a great summer.
I love that. Yes. I would say for my summer, this was a very interesting summer because this summer I planned to be outside. Yet this summer I was in the house.
The
And
most.
for the longest, I did not understand why. Because I was like, yeah, I'm about to go outside. I'm like excited and stuff. And then like, shit, Thursday hit, I'm like, I'm not going outside. Y'all not seeing me. I don't care.
You
And
did say
mostly
that.
I was on the game and I was chilling. But then I was realizing that like, not only was I in the house, like I had like kind of isolated myself from everybody. Because even my sister was texting me like, we don't hear from you. What the hell wrong with you? I'm like, I'm fine. Like, I think I'm good. Child, whole time I was depressed. I didn't even know it. But
Depression sometimes just looks so
Yeah.
Not
normal.
depression, yes.
yeah, because I was like, I know when I'm like down and I'm in a rut. Like normally I know, and I'm like, okay, let me do what I got to do. I put on my favorite horror movies. I put on my favorite comfort TV
Mhm.
shows, and I'm good within about a week and a half. But
That's not a quick turn.
you know, but like it's like it helps. This
Yeah.
time I was like, the fuck going on here?
You're like, maybe I need to watch it again.
Yeah, like that. So I was trying to figure out, but then I realized it was because like I guess I just didn't necessarily realize how much certain things like affected me
Mhm.
that had happened with like cousin last year. It'll be a year in November since when he passed. Then he had Kalisha pass, which was earlier. I think that was what, April.
April, March.
And so yeah, so I was like, then it was work stuff going on, then family stuff. I was like, okay, what is going on? So normally I'm the one, I just take everything on the chin and I keep going, but that bitch slowed me down. But I'm back. I think once I realized it was the depression, I did sort of like, okay, what do I need to do? And then I don't know, I just started doing the work, and now I'm here and I'm back and I'm in better spirits. So that when we check in, like, how's y'all week? I might be like, I'm having a great day.
Day.
You
Sometimes
know,
it is day by
it's just,
day.
might be like the week is awesome. I'll try not to be as like down, but we're back.
And we're glad to be back. We missed y'all, whether y'all missed us or not. So just to kind of get, we're not going to jump into anything too heavy right out the rip. I mean, everyone can start with like, why'd we choose the characters that we chose, or like what brought you to them? Was it a matter of just what was in your closet? Was it any special childhood memories, trauma?
Mine was a mixture. Definitely type B personality took over.
I love that lady in that car.
But do you know how many people sent me that? I said, is this what y'all think of me? But y'all not wrong. Avengers is my favorite comfort movie. So I have like the Avengers movies, then the Jurassic World movies, then there's another one, Incredibles. And Nick Fury is black, and there is not many black people other than Timothy Mackie.
Oh yeah. Anthony Mackie.
Oh, there it is.
I'm like, I know Timothy Chalamet.
Like, that's where my mind went.
But he is not black.
But yeah, that's why I chose it. I really do love the Avengers. Yeah, the best trilogy I think out there. No shade.
I guess arguably. I agree. Arguably. Like you could argue it either way, but I agree.
What's the other way?
It's a couple others trilogies. I would say personally, while the last X-Men, like X-Men Last Stand, wasn't that great, the first two X-Men movies were pretty good. They was doing that thing. They was in that, they was in there.
I don't be doing the flying people. So.
Not the
Flying people. What?
Oh yeah.
I was about to say something. Would you?
Would you say more?
Oh,
Boy, it's crazy.
right.
I kind of did mine as like half last minute idea and then / also a bit of like political satire. I find that the caricature of the individual that has come to be and recognized as what most would view standard American has kind of turned itself on the head in recent years, or honestly recent months, especially for a lot of those same people, and that's why I said like farmer that was from the Midwest. It's like the same people that actively advocated for a regime and honestly, I wasn't say administration, but it's honestly a regime that goes directly against their best interest, is also the same ones that are now complaining that a lot of those impacted fields are impacting them, and quite literally impacted fields by soybean farmers not being able to sell their soybeans.
Talking to y'all. Well. I love the costume.
Thank you.
I told you. It reminds me of Joe Dirt, also ODB from TNA.
There's a little bit of Dukes of Hazzard in there too.
For those who don't know ODB, I'm not talking about Old Dirty Bastard, the rapper. If you watch TNA wrestling, there was a TNA knockout by the name of ODB, stood for Old Dirty Bitch, or Old Drunk Bitch, whichever one it was.
Was she not a good person or something?
Oh no, she was great.
she was
I
lovely.
enjoyed her.
She was lovely.
She
TNA
was-
for a little while was better than WWE. No
Listen,
shade.
hey, they was in their best.
No shade. Back in the day,
They was in
I
they
used to wait till
bag.
Thursdays. Yes.
Let's get in. But yeah. Well, mine was a bit of a last minute thing because originally I was going to do Fight Club.
Mhm.
Well, originally I was going to come in with my mouth slit from here all the way to here. But I said, that's a lot of work. And then when my sister dropped her dog off yesterday, I said, oh, this is really a lot of work. And no, I'm not being bothered with that. So I was going to do Fight Club. But as I was in Spirit Halloween, my favorite store, I saw this Slytherin robe and I remembered something. I took my Pottermore test back in college. I think it was
that
my
actually what it's
sophomore
called?
year.
The
Yeah,
oh,
Pottermore.
huh.
There was a test and it told you what house you were in and what your Patronus was. Took it the first time, it said Slytherin. I said, well, that can't be. I'm not an asshole. Took it again, they said, you're Slytherin. I said, let's try this one more time. And they said Slytherin.
Slytherin.
And I said, you
Was
might
the blonde hair boy.
Malfoy. And I said,
Malfoy,
huh.
yeah.
But then, when when you actually read the books and then you watch a little bit more, you think about Slytherin. I'm like, dead ass. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
Well,
they were very nasty people sometimes. I get it. So yeah, I decided to dress up as, with my house. For those who may want to know, my Patronus is a raven. Yes. You don't know when to expect a Patronus. So when the Death Eaters are at you, you say expect a Patronus, and a big ass light basically come out your thing.
Oh, the little shape it takes?
Yeah, and the shape it takes. The shape mine takes is a wait, is it a raven? Yeah, it's a raven. Mine is a raven.
Oh, mine probably a pigeon.
I was like a raven. Somebody got there was like a stag. I was like, why couldn't I get a stag? Why couldn't I get a big ass moose or something?
moose are big.
You know,
They are huge. Yes,
But yeah.
indeed.
we gotta love it.
Have to. Must.
Must. So, I mean, I guess since we're here, a lot of things has happened
Mm-hmm.
with us personally over the summer, but then also
But enough about us.
in pop culture world, our favorite subject. So, does anyone have anything they want to start off with? Because I have one that I think is very fucking hilarious. But y'all can go
Take
first.
the lead, Akii. Hit it off.
Dr. Wendy.
Jeez Louise. Guns a blazing.
Dr. Wendy.
Oh,
that-
Dr. Wendy. Dr. Wendy.
Oh, they
I
got
have 3
you.
degrees.
No, it's 4.
Oh, she said 4?
She had 4, and not one of them 4 degrees told her that fraud was a bad idea.
No, then we're in criminal justice.
Or
Or science.
somebody made a statement. I think it was Mia who was like, "I've never seen an attorney that's like always available." And I got to thinking, her husband is always available,
Always on the show.
and always on the show. And then he's talking about I'm going to Happy Eddie.
All right.
And I'm like, well, you got time for that because you got cases. I'm thinking, but then I thought about it. When is the last time that man had a case? Even Phaedra got her ass in that courtroom.
Well,
And lost.
I mean, hey.
well, she got up in there though.
She got up in. Sheree
Yeah,
wasn't
I
her
just-
fault.
I have always, from day one when she came on the screen, I said fake and phony. I don't know what it is. This is not you. And when it came out, I said,
I told you.
I told y'all. Then he was trying to run around here talking about some, oh, y'all praying on somebody's downfall, da da da, or oh, this is a victimless crime, or da da da. I said, she did it. Like what?
Like, what do y'all want me to
She
do?
did it. She did it.
Dead
Y'all was
ass.
talking cash shit about Katie when she was in the mental.
Not to
mental
speak to
health
stereotypes, but the Nigerians loved them a scam.
Child.
It wasn't even good though.
It wasn't.
It
That's
wasn't good. Like
It honestly could have been good if she wasn't wearing the fucking jewelry on the show.
That's
but
like
even
101 of how they catch you with fraud. You told me
Even
about that
th-
with Chase.
yes, even that. Even in that, you gotta understand.
Yes.
Well, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Once again, what was the question? You committed fraud, first of all. Number
Mhm.
2, you involved the police, stupid. just dumb. The insurance companies would have been a different story. But then you're talking about somebody broke in your house and stole 20 very, very expensive items from you. And then when they keep investigating, which they're going to do when you report a crime and property crimes division takes over, they're going to keep investigating it because they want to catch somebody who broke into your house and stole your stuff. So they're going to keep investigating it. And then you post on here, with a ring on that you said was gone, it was stolen. You're stupid.
Big ass earrings.
My favorite personally is what else you want me to put on this list that we said was stolen?
Like y'all couldn't just scream up top and say, "Hey, come down here," instead of sitting up there emailing each other.
You know, I personally feel like ever
since
since
living in the same house.
Same house. Ever since she got on the show, here's my thing. I did not mind Wendy. However, I've always stated that my issue with Wendy is she deflects a lot and she tries to be more than what she is. Yes. And I always felt that way. And folks called me a hater. They called me a hater. They was like, you only say that because you like Monique and you don't like people. This, that. But like, I just always felt like there's something about Wendy that's not clicking for me.
Huh?
Oh, the lights was getting brighter.
No shade.
No. But yeah, I knew it. And so when this came out, you had a lot to say about Karen for her drunk driving, which valid because that lady was on her 4th DUI. Girl, what happened to the other 3? Like when did we get to not
like no little, oh, I can't stand straight. Like you were sloshed.
Like sloshed.
Every time she was sloshed.
But you had so much to say and
so
all that.
much to say.
I just need you to be prepared for that season. I need you to be prepared for that reunion.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
I need her back.
Her pride would not allow that.
You need to be there. If she not gonna be on that season, I need you at that reunion, and I need Karen at the reunion because I know they're gonna go blow for blow.
The only time that I saw it for Miss Robin Dixon was when she called out Wendy. I said, I've been saying this the whole time, Robin.
Yes.
I've been saying this the whole time, Robin. She said, I just don't think that this is genuine. This is not you. Like
when she said you came first, you were all about education, your degrees. Now you
a baddie,
and now
candles, weed.
And that's why I said like she has a new business venture. Every season that lady has a new business venture. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I gotta watch this program one of these days.
You would think that if I am somebody who I'm into politics, I am a correspondent, so I come on the news constantly, MSNBC, CNN, all that, to give my opinion on things. I cuss out Trump support, do all that. My first thing would have been like, let me create a podcast or something to speak about political issues so that I can make it more digestible for other people. She didn't create that until last season or the season right before that. Her first thing she wanted to do is I'm launching candles.
Right.
What?
You could have had baddies in politics. Hey y'all.
Let's talk
about it.
Yeah.
Let's get educated. You didn't do that until, honestly, in my opinion, when it was too late.
It was too late.
It was too late to do that because people no longer knew her for her her political commentary. They knew her for Housewives and her candles.
Yeah. So, it's just, and then people was just like, oh, this is a victimless crime. Y'all going way too hard. Y'all couldn't wait for her to do that. I said, first of all, the way she was carrying on Monique, I still don't think Monique was wrong. The way she was carrying on Monique, trying to be like, you are a bad example for your daughter and for black women. This is a bad example for your daughter, and this is a bad example for black women. If we want to be keeping a T, so
what's gonna happen to that trust fund? They got trust funds for their kids. She was bragging about it on the reunion.
She's a known liar too. I don't care what anybody says. She lies about every damn thing.
I've caught Wendy in so many lies, and that is also one person I feel like she has never ever taken any accountability. Even with the whole NECA situation, you keep telling NECA, you need to apologize. You're skipping steps. I will apologize for calling your mother a witch. But you also have to remember, your mama and your sister called my phone cussing me out.
Right.
So if you want are they going to apologize?
No shade. When it comes to the housewife stuff, this is why sometimes, no shade. This is why the Candy Bird situation never really made sense to me. I I don't take that show seriously. I think everything is made up and it's for drama anyway.
Yeah,
So when she said it, I said, oh, another little drama. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, she gotta ruin her career.
But
Candy is paid, girl. Ain't nobody about to derail Candy. Come on now.
And the fact that when I remember watching that live, nobody on Twitter took that shit seriously.
Nobody.
Nobody.
But
We
was
were
like,
all
oh,
laughing.
She lied.
We was
Phaedra lied.
we was like, Portia, we know you lying. Like, no one took it serious. No one cared that Candy was probably sleeping with a woman in LA.
And that's not anything crazy to even think about Candy doing that.
But it was funny.
If I don't want to dildo up my...
I don't want to dildo today. But yes, Dr. Wendy Osefo, good luck.
Dumb decisions all around. I really wish you would have been smart about that. There's one thing that was bright, like it could have been like bright red letters for you. Bankruptcy. Boom. Just do it. It might have been embarrassing, but this is even more embarrassing. And it has real life legal replication. So it's like,
that's why you
just
always
go for bankruptcy.
You got to give Robin her 10s because Robin was always real about her financial situation. She never played. And y'all be like, oh, Robin not real about nothing. She don't open up to that. She done told us that she is flat out broke and that she is the reason her and her husband lost all of that fucking money.
Yep.
She has been real as hell. Y'all couldn't take it. Y'all like, oh, that's boring. We don't care. Well, maybe you can go over there and move over with Robin now. I don't know. Robin kind of leveled up. They got a house now, but you might need that townhome they had.
That townhome was cute.
It was nice.
I'm not gonna hold you.
I moved there.
Hold you.
It was nice. So yes.
Yeah. The next one, speaking of Candy, that I found very interesting. Candy on her podcast and Miss Tammy Roman. Girl, I was so disappointed.
He said,
I was so disappointed. So basically, Tammy Roman's daughter is graduate. Tammy.
Okay.
Tammy Roman's daughter is graduating, and she said that.
Hold on. Preface. 30 years of age, because I also want to tidbit on this too.
She is 29, about to be 30. Tammy Roman is also old. That was no show. Why can't say that? So she is not. She said, "I'm not allowing my daughter's girlfriend to come to the graduation." Again, 29 years old, graduating college. You're listening to your mother, not allowing your girlfriend, the person that you're with, not to come to your graduation. And Tammy's whole thing was, I'm uncomfortable with it. And it's like,
I got to do it for my mental health. And
it's like, what?
This is the part that I want to hop on that is that folk give or just allow family members or just individuals in their life, be it for because they've been there for a while or their family or whatever, entirely too much control and honestly impact into their lives. Like, you have to do what ultimately behooves you and brings the best qualities to what you want to have in your life. And I just can't love my mama down, but the way that would have been like, go ahead and give me that, take it back. Because what do you mean you're my partner who I'm actively choosing to love can't?
How is you cool?
Like,
it really like.
I feel like the conversation went like, oh well, they can still like come to like the dinner after or the little
probably
events.
not even that.
Like,
I saw the picture. She wasn't at the dinner. She also wasn't.
She was not at the dinner. Honestly, maybe that was her choice because that would have been me. I'd have been like, I can't go.
It could not be her choice.
I did see it. I saw on Instagram one of her daughters were posting like graduate, like them at a graduation. So I don't know if it was the same one or if it's.
So she really didn't let her go.
I don't.
I guarantee
know.
That's crazy.
Because even when Timmy was on Basketball Wives,
What, LA or Miami?
LA, and her daughter was on there, it gave kind of.
Yeah.
Girl, your daughter is grown. I don't know what you're doing over here. She was about to fight Buffy because Buffy and her daughter had something. I'm like, why are you even in?
Who's Buffy?
Like, she was on
some random. She ain't do nothing.
This is not the same podcast.
She's a DJ, I think.
She's not the same.
Okay.
No. But just like I was saying, like it's always given that relationship where Tammy is overstepping, kind of like
True.
I'm pulling the strings of my daughters. I'm pulling the strings of my daughters. It's like, girl,
she has a very overbearing personality, just in general. Like she comes off very to me. I mean, and I like Tammy for the most part. She's just very
Tammy's
abrasive.
A key, number one.
Yeah, she's very
on
funny.
TV for TV, yes, but
when that translates to real life scenarios and real life situations, that's when I'm like,
that's what I always be telling people. Y'all be letting people around who use you as accessories
Mhm.
and yes,
Say
mama,
it.
honey, slay, honey, work, yes,
Say it.
dude.
Yeah.
They don't want you nowhere near them.
No, it's true.
They don't want you nowhere
Insert
near them,
Nene
especially
Leakes.
in family. Especially in family.
I will say, I think the whole thing is just very disappointing, but I feel like people fail to realize that at the end of the day, you have one life to live and you
Right.
need to always live it for yourself.
Right.
I don't care. Let people call you don't be an asshole. But if people calling you selfish, this, that, and the third, sometimes you have to be selfish.
There's a fine
Because
line.
there would be no shade.
And sometimes
There is-
people's definition of what you being an asshole is not actually you being an
true.
asshole.
Yeah. But there's no way if I'm graduating, if I'm having a party, an event, anything I'm having, nobody can be like, oh, this person can't come because of this or this person can't. No. I'm gonna throw this. I don't care if you romantic or platonic. If you feel the type of way about me dating a guy or whatever the case may be, you can go. You don't have to be around.
Right. Yeah.
If it's like Fred thing, like, oh, I got beef with this person. Well, that's none
You
of my
have beef
fucking
with them.
problem.
Yes.
I invited you both. You can both come. It's not up to me for you to be on your best behavior.
Right.
But I expect it. I do.
I expect it, and
you a fake ass bitch for inviting.
Yeah.
First of all,
it is
you created
and will be.
y'all created that on y'all's own.
dead
I
ass.
still love both of y'all. You know,
Ain't got shit to do with me.
act like an adult. That's
Like
all.
it's really not
it's
that
not
hard.
hard at all.
Like, it's not that hard. So that's
if somebody
why-
like stabs
Trust,
you in the
it's
neck, I'm not about
that
to.
serious.
You know,
Trust.
somebody
Nah,
stab you, I'm not about to say, "Oh, so and so gonna be there." They probably not gonna be there, just out of.
Yeah.
But like y'all beefing over.
Not out of respect.
Oh, you sat at my
dog.
seat, girl. Please.
Not out of respect. I'll always let you know if somebody you think is an op
Absolutely.
is gonna be there. I'll always let you
Especially
know.
if they're like situations fresh or it's like something like that.
Yeah.
But again, we getting old enough now to where it's like fresh or not. I'm also kind of like self-regulation is very important.
Yes.
And it's
Yes.
like I'm not gonna be able to control every interaction that you have, and I can't be concerned about you crashing out just because somebody or like
Yes, I am
it
definitely.
gets to a point.
Mhm.
Definitely at an era and point where, and this is very freshly new.
It is real fresh.
I don't jump in shit no more. Like I do not like brawl could be going. I just the last 5 fights. I just
5.
You see that? That's also another reason why I stopped going out. Because I'll be
No,
there
because
if I'm chilling. I get hit.
I ain't been around
One
5 fights in the last 5 years.
one
know?
thing about the gays that I will give you kudos for.
We get you.
Y'all thump. You know, it's not a lot of guns, stuff like that come out on either side of Union and access to that little gay area where they be shooting over here.
I'll be
over here.
thumping for no reason.
2 men
But-
fighting is just so scary.
But we do thump. But people who like
Always that girl screaming.
that's another thing when you go out with somebody. I remember when I with this dude, not went out like that, but went outside.
Mhm.
And couldn't handle his liquor whatsoever. Cute, very fine. However, I said this will be the last time we hang out. Like something is wrong with you.
Not that.
And you
oh,
need help.
no.
That's triggered by the liquor.
Yeah, it's triggered by
And you need help.
you do need help. You do need help. I always say when people are cool when they sober and then when they drunk, they just flip it. I said,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
that demon coming out of you. That's that demon
Get that
coming
demon
out of you.
off you.
Get
him
that
off you.
up off you. You need to work on yourself. Or when people are so like gung ho on you disrespect me even a little bit when we out and we about to get a thumping. Somebody stepped in your shoe. Hey, hold it.
You know what that is?
You need to control your emotions.
You know what
honey.
that is? That is the consequence. The consequences of baddies and playboys and mean girls, the Now That's TV and the Zoo shows.
Bring back PBS.
Because because like I've always said, I think the biggest issue is nobody has conflict resolution skills anymore.
No.
So everybody just wants to immediately fight. Like, don't get me wrong. Do I watch baddies? Yes, but I don't give Zeus my
No.
money. I refuse. I got somebody else to count. But watching that show, it's funny because like some of the shit that they be fighting about, it just be stupid.
Mhm.
Like one of the girls wanted to fight the one girl because she said every time she fight, she get her one round and then she quiet afterwards. And she ain't got nothing to say. Well, she was mad. Y'all argued. She said, okay, let's fight. Y'all fought. What you want her to continue popping shit? She's like, no, I want to fight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm like, okay, now you're stupid. Then she went and got beat up. I'm like, that's what you get. You should have left that person alone.
Yeah.
But it's like the stuff that like, if I step on your shoe by mistake, please know I'm going to apologize. But if by chance I don't realize it and I don't apologize or whatever, and you be like, hey, you stepped on my shoe, I still be like, oh shit, my bad.
Right.
Like I didn't even mean
I'm so
it.
sorry. I didn't
It's not,
realize.
hey, bitch, you stepped on my shoe. What the fuck you want to do about it?
But also, like, we all in the club. If we're all in a
It's a tight quarters.
tight
Club,
quarter,
shoulder
tight
to shoulder.
You
shoulder
shut me
to
back like,
shoulder.
is you cool?
Right.
Like,
I don't even know.
you just gonna have to realize you gonna get bumped sometimes. You gonna have to, like, the shit y'all be fighting about be stupid.
Shoulder
then-
to shoulder clubs is probably not the place you want to wear your $2,000 shoes at.
And no shade,
You know.
y'all are not the fighters y'all think y'all are. Y'all head up. Put your head up, please. God damn, I get tired of watching y'all all go into a fight like this. Bitch, pick your head up. Pick your head up. Like,
And
I get
swing
it.
straight.
If you
Stance
going
all
against a big
crazy.
bitch, I understand. Sometimes you might have to get down, but
Yeah, you got to take them kidneys out.
you know, like, whoa. But y'all can't fight, so please stop. Y'all just be loud and annoying on the streets. That's also why I stopped going out,
It's entertaining for me now.
because I'll be damned if I get hit. Get you?
I just, yeah, there's not much that will get me to the point out of character, either getting squabbling. Just because, like, when I say the sentence out loud and repeat it back of like, Kier, 30 years of age, fumbling in the gravel. That's crazy to me. Like, that makes no sense to me whatsoever. And there's no explanation I could give somebody. I'm just like, so why were you? And I'm like, well, I felt disrespected.
He bumped into me.
That's
And
all
now
I'm
you have
saying.
glass in your knee, so
I be telling people there's nothing wrong with walking away. I'll tell a nigga in a heartbeat, hey, I got too much to lose. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'll be a punk.
like, oh, you pussy. Yep. And guess what? I'm going to go get in my car and go home.
Yeah.
Hi, yeah.
yeah.
Now, mind you, don't get me wrong. Now, if I'm walking away and you sneak me or you try some shit, don't worry.
Because at that point, I'm defending
Once
myself.
if you hit me, you gonna get hit back,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I'm gonna hit harder. But it's like who has the time?
Nobody. I don't.
Especially, and then also, like, at the end of the day, you have to realize one of you have to do the walk of shame after you got your ass beat.
And I don't heal as well as I did in my
You
early
know.
20s. I'll be down for about a week.
Oh.
It's just-
Be just laying and be like, oh, I was out there fighting. I'm tired.
Sore.
But, you know, like, it's come on.
yeah.
Do better.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Any pop culture for you?
Well, without rustling any too many feathers, I think we do need to address the Belcalis Onika situation.
Let's ruffle.
Okay. I have a couple opinions. You go ahead, though. I'm excited.
So my first, namely one, if I take nothing away from this, what was probably the most disappointing and just overall, like, damn, I felt about the whole situation is, like, outside of the kids getting pulled into it, although some of those jabs were, I won't go there.
I got a little giggle.
There was a chuckle or two. And that has nothing to do with, like, not at the kids' expense. Just I really like good wordplay.
You know, and I plan on using it on adults, not children.
There's a format.
Yeah.
So, but for me, I kind of hold Nicki in the same regard, or she should hold herself in the same regard of like a Beyonce, a Rihanna thing, to where it's like they are very much well-established artist icons that their name low-key precedes them. And I feel as though they should act accordingly based on the fact of, like, they have nothing to prove. They've
Right.
done the things, they've,
She's insecure.
put the, extremely. And to Cardi's point, why are you comparing yourself to me? You should be comparing yourself to your peers that came out when you did, blah, blah, blah. And that's a very valid point of just like, time and time again, it's almost like she forgets who she is. And that's disappointing and pathetic.
You didn't lie.
You did not lie.
You did not lie.
It's almost because it's just like y'all obviously like a really cute person,
Mhm.
and then you find out some of their dating history, and it's just
Yes.
the most bummy, crummy of
Yes,
niggas,
yes,
and
yes,
you're
yes,
just
yes.
like, were you like going through something during that time? Like, what brought you down to that level?
They don't
do you
believe
not
in
know who you
themselves.
are? Yeah, they don't love
Trust
themselves, or
me,
they
I
don't,
know.
and they project a lot of their insecurities onto
Mhm.
who they feel is suiting of them, or that they feel are easy to project those on.
Mhm.
Do I feel that Cardi also had her moments where she was incorrect? Yeah. But in the grand scheme of things, it's kind of like, while they're both adults, I definitely was looking at one like, okay, like, who's the adult here? Like,
Right.
let's
No, that
be a mentor or a
That is like how I always view Mariah Carey.
all right
It's
now.
like it's
because
when
she don't
she
know
was beefing
J-Lo?
with when Nicki was beefing with Mariah, I said, "Girl, what are you doing? Mariah is going to pay you dust, and you're going to look a fool. Like
Yeah.
that's just what Mariah does.
Yeah.
Like the only person who's
Mhm.
actually got even a smidge of a rise out of her is Eminem, and like,
She made the music video about him, but
it
almost
wasn't even
at
that
his
serious.
expense. Yeah.
It was like a little jokey joke.
Yeah.
And so when she was doing that with Cardi, I'm just kind of like, what are you? You are an icon. You are someone who set the bar. You know, you have Roxanne, you have Queen Latifah, you have MC Lyte, you have Little Kim, and then for like the new ushering in the new era was Nicki.
Yeah.
And you should stand on that and be like, girl, welcome all of the newcomers. You know, don't play with me, but I'm here to help you. I'm here to uplift you. I'm here to, be
Yeah.
a Whitney. Be a
Yeah.
Whitney Houston.
Everyone could seek to take a picture of the Whitney loved the new girls. I mean, just pour into them. And I don't understand why more artists don't do that.
Because praising other people does not take anything away from you unless you're not confident or sure of yourself.
That's normally what it is.
And that, unfortunately, don't shoot me, Barbs. Nicki is insecure.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like she should know she's an icon and she doesn't have to do things. And to be on social media, first of all, to be on social media playing like that is kind of,
In her fourth decade of life.
It's kind of like, come on now, you on subtweeting and doing all this stuff and going on tangents on Twitter. Come on.
On your son's birthday.
Get in the booth.
There was just so much nuance with that. I was just like, this is just sad.
This is too much.
It was just
This is
sad to
sad.
see because it was like
They
as
can call me all
someone who
types of
was
fat
once
bitches
a
when
barb.
they see
No,
this.
honestly, as someone
shirt
who was a
closed.
barb at one point, I never claimed that. Let me not claim that. I was never a barb. I'm gonna be real. Did I like Nicki? Yes. Did I like her music?
Yeah.
Yes. Was I an actual barb? Absolutely not. I was not going that hard for her. But I was on her side when this shit had first kicked off, like in 2018, because of like. It was clear, like when everything had first came out and got exposed about how, oh, Cardi wanted diverse change on motorsport, this, that, da. I was like, okay, so this is a bit weird. And then we actually did get when like, oh, Cardi had folks in her ear, Nicki had folks in her ear. Like, honestly, all this boils down to at the end of the day is men getting in women's business and causing mess. But, because that's really what it is. You like Quavo, Cardi's cab, Nicki's cab.
It's a man.
It's always going to be a man somewhere in the middle. I don't know why we do this, but
you need to stop being a damn bitch.
No, honestly, but I feel like it was just sad to see. It was sad, and also I feel like Nicki, you were dumb. You kind of took the bait because no shade. Cardi had direct shots at folks on that album. She called B out by name. She knew we knew she was talking about JT.
Immaculate rollout, Cardi. I'll tell you that. Like that.
Like
textbook.
She did what she did. Nicki, she never said you by name. I would have like, if anything, I would be like, the bitch know not to say my name and went about my day.
Boom.
It's one of those things like
Beyonce posting titties up the next day. Like, anywho.
What they always say, I know one thing, the rap girls always beefing, but they never mention Sweetie. Even Cardi mentioned Sweetie. And I find that funny because like she still ain't got that smoke for Sweetie for real. Because at the end of the day, y'all know, Sweetie will come and fuck y'all man and go about her day.
And also, Sweetie does not care.
She does not.
She don't care about the. She could release a trash song and she'll just be like, anywho, I'm having fun.
Y'all, your music sucks. Okay, well,
she said, "Back to the yachts."
I'm still a baddie. I'm sorry.
I just saw she just put out a statement about that.
Did she really?
Yeah, she said, yeah. So these are all lies, and I take this very seriously. So my lawyers will be handling it from here on out. As far as this girl, she has never managed anything with me. I don't know her. I met her once through a family friend. Yeah, that is it. And so, good luck, girl.
Best of luck to her.
But yeah, no,
I will say the story does sound like it has a bit of merit.
I mean,
Like you said, the songs don't be doing what. Well, she does have a lot of marketing deals.
That's what it is, sweetie. Like I always say, like that girl is an endorser's like she gets every endorsement.
She does. What was that one that I was just like, this is so stupid, but like this lady's made for money. It was the
McDonald's.
No, worse. It was the Crocs Hidden Valley Ranch collab.
Yes.
I'm like, ranch and Crocs?
Hidden Valley is disgusting.
It's nasty.
Was she the first one to have the McDonald's or not? Was it her?
Was that her or Megan? Which one was it?
Megan did Popeyes.
Megan did Popeyes, but I don't know if Sweetie was like the first
somebody had
artist.
it before Sweetie.
I don't know if it was Sweetie because there was Sweetie.
Who had it before Sweetie?
I know Cardi and Offset had a meal. It was good. I like the
BTS. Who?
BTS
was it Cardi first? Cardi and
no,
Offset
it was.
first?
It wasn't
No, Cardi
them two
came later.
first. It came like it was either between. It was between Sweetie, BTS, and no, I think the first one actually was what's his name? Travis Scott. It might have been Travis Scott, BTS,
You
or
know
Sweetie.
what? You're right.
It was one of those three.
You're right.
But
I never
like
tasted any of those.
I mean, it's just.
I did get the Cardi B meal. It was tasty.
It's just the
McDonald's
same meal.
just if it's not
the
a
same
fillet of
meal.
fish and a fresh fry.
I can't stand a fillet of fish. I
Whoa.
do not understand why black people like fillet of fish so much. I'll never understand that shit. That shit is nasty.
I don't know what it is either. I don't know
what
what type of meat it is. It tastes.
It ain't a fish.
Goldfish, maybe.
It could be tilapia. It could be cod.
Ain't no damn tilapia or cod.
It could be imitation fish.
It's imitation.
It's good to me.
It's
extra
right.
tartar sauce, two cheese slices.
You want extra
see,
tartar
cheese and
sauce?
fish
Do you know
automatically
how
to me.
much damn tartar sauce come out that damn gun when I squirt it?
Not enough for me.
Oh my gosh.
Extra tartar sauce, please. Yup.
You the people that when you would come to the drive-thru, I had to make y'all. I was like, ooh.
Nasty bitch.
Who the fuck eat that, bro? Anything else?
That is just
your
crazy.
mic's on.
One time a lady told me that, and I was like, I don't care. Like, you.
I said it's nasty.
Shit.
$17.95 next window.
Like,
well, who's gonna have the next McDonald's collab? Would it be Would it be Miss
Cassie?
Miss Country Singer? Miss
Miss
Showgirl?
not that whack ass album.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
I didn't listen to
Taylor.
it. I don't ever listen to her shit.
Taylor.
I haven't listened to it either,
Taylor.
but I just feel like it's gonna be whack just because Taylor Swift is whack. Taylor Swift, you ain't actually. Let me shut up.
Taylor Swift's music has been subpar for many a year. Let's start there.
1989
this,
was great.
This put the previous stuff to shame. I listened to 2 songs and I was like, oh no, you suck.
Oh damn.
Back in
It's
like
bad.
high school,
Yeah. 1989 hit.
Even before that.
22.
Like the album before that, those albums hit.
Listen. I liked her when she was faking the country accent. Teardrops on My Guitar still gets a little spin back every now and again.
Screaming.
No, thank
Every
you.
now and again.
No, thank you.
But there was a steady shift. I don't know when. I think it was around like 1989 / Redemption, whatever those 2 albums were, where she went.
I was
If
about to say the bitch ain't that old.
I think is it the bad reputation?
No,
or
she
whatever?
is that old. That's when she was born, honey.
Yeah, she's in like her 30s. She's 35. Yeah, that's
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Hence the additional issue of her still writing like she's a teenage girl.
Yeah, that's old. That
She started her platform being like, I'm the girl that like can never get the boy or wants the boy, and like this like angsty teenager thing. And that
Isn't
was
she married to a football player?
Now, well, fiance.
Well,
But that was her shtick for so many years.
this is Travis Kelce.
Correct.
Okay.
That her shtick to everything. And
so you bitches know.
and also what I will say, the one lyric where so Travis Kelce's previous girlfriend was black. And then Taylor makes a direct shot at
Porch Monkey.
Close.
I don't think she said that.
Basically, she said the lyric I think goes, but I'm not a bad bitch. I'm not a savage. I just like something along the lines. I just want to be your wife, your kids, something like that. And it's just like,
because
who be calling themselves bad bitches? Who's calling themselves a savage? Like that's a direct dog whistle.
And when you see like when you see his previous girlfriends, I'm pretty sure the ones they showed, they were like most of them were black and they all gave.
And it shows she's intimidated the fact that like he's
and they were all like really
gorgeous,
like
pretty.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I think the thing with Taylor is I will give Taylor credit here. I'll give her credit here. I talked so much shit about that Reputation album. I had never listened to it, but I finally listened to it and I was like, okay, this album actually isn't that bad.
When she wants to, she can make pop.
bad. Yeah, like she does good pop music. However, I think where Taylor falls flat for me is sort of like what you've been saying. Like she hasn't had any growth in her music, in my opinion. I feel like most of it is like still like that lyrically, like that teen angst type music. Like even the lyrics she used, like her fans always come at Ariana, especially during like the Eternal Sunshine era, like, oh, these are the lyrics, like what is this? And someone was like, sorry, I'm not saying he put his warm seed in my sap and all this shit, like all these fucking
She's
metaphors.
saying that on this album, which sounds crazy coming from Taylor.
Like no one, we don't
comparing Travis Kelce's dick to redwood trees.
Like, come on now.
I will never live for Taylor, and I will never give Taylor not even a 1.
Damn.
Not even 1. You gotta.
But that's also something that people need to learn. If you don't live for an artist, you probably should not be interacting with their
boom.
With their songs.
Like you said, he ain't listened to a single song of her.
I'm not going. If I'm not gonna like it.
Yeah,
I'm just not gonna like it. That would be like me. Oh, here's a new Taylor album. Oh, it's gonna suck for me because I don't like that shit. It's stupid. That's why when people
she's not making music for me. Though.
Literally, that's why when like. No shade, hate to keep bringing it up. When the bars will be like, "Oh, this album sucks about Cardi," I'm like, you don't like the girl. You, it's not gonna be good.
And that's the thing.
It's not gonna be good.
And I agree with that. I am somebody. If I don't like somebody, if I don't babe, I don't listen to your music. I'm not watching your movies. I'm not doing shit. I completely excommunicate you. Case in point, Camila Cabello.
Sabrina
racist
Claudio.
Bitch. Sabrina Claudio. Racist bitch. Like, y'all racist.
I don't know how many projects they didn't release since then because I don't be checking for them no more.
Like, no shit.
Chris Brown. I don't know what that man makes.
Kardashians.
Like, there are certain folks I just know that I just don't check for. I don't pay attention to. So, like, when y'all be like, oh, I need this and I need that. Why you? No one cares.
Bitch, I had closed this eye and I said, wait.
Bitch, not you blind this stuff.
Bitch, I can't see. Whoa. Bitch, I can't see. Whoa. I can't see when I close my eyes.
Yeah, but no. Like,
but no, like that's, it's not something that
and
I live
just
for.
don't go for like, and I would say that don't just go for like music and shit. That goes for politics and shit too. That goes not just politics, but also a lot of Twitter folks too. A lot of y'all are very weird.
You performative left.
Y'all are performative and y'all are very weird. Here's my thing, and I'm sorry, I have to say this.
Anybody gonna tell me my hat fell off either?
I didn't know your hat fell off.
My God.
Oh my nigga. I can't even reach it.
But
damn.
I have made it a point to not have bitches like Tommy Lahren, Megyn Kelly, got JD Vance, all the turning point. I made it a point to make sure them bitches are not on my timeline. I have every account blocked. I have their names muted every term. Even when y'all have the little asterisks and shit, I got that shit muted too. Stop bringing that to my timeline trying to get your goddamn retweets. You're stupid. And I've always said this. Y'all think, oh yeah, I'm about to read them and I'm going to get my... But you're really only doing it for engagement. You're as bad as them. Right. Because at the end of the day, you're just spreading their message and helping build their platform. Tommy Lahren honestly will be a thing of the past. Well, she kind of is now.
She is now.
Would have been a thing of the past after her first little thing she did with Beyonce.
She wouldn't have lasted as long as she did if people would just
was like, okay, whatever. Like, girl, nobody give a fuck about you.
Bitch.
But y'all don't do that because, like,
y'all like to argue with these people.
Y'all like to argue, and y'all get
you're not changing their
as
mind.
if they're gonna listen to. It's like they're literally not going to.
You know, and y'all get obsessed with the likes and the engagement. I really just saw this earlier. Maybe I shouldn't bring that up.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Trey Coolin. You know,
how do we get?
Because I saw something. It's about the
badass bitch.
It's Trey Coolin. I have no issue with Trey Coolin at all. Do your big one. Hey,
right.
If the content is for you, the content is for you. If the content is not for you, it's not for you. A lot of people have like their like things here, their opinions, this and that. Okay, cool. One of my mutuals tweeted something about him being mid or whatever. When I saw that
mid
tweet,
in the face. Yeah, was that light skin versus him?
Yeah, but I will say this. When I saw that tweet, he never said that man was mid in the face. He was just like, y'all kind of gassing Trey Cooling and
The
it's
content.
mid.
Yeah.
He was talking about that man's content because no shade. Like,
It is.
It like,
You're not doing anything.
all he did was
He do a little. No shade. He be doing your little move.
He stole my move.
He stole your move and ran with it.
No, but like they do that, and then like you completely misinterpreted what he said or whatever. I mean, could my mutual also have kept his comments to himself? Absolutely.
We all could.
But you purposely misinterpreted it, and like even people was like, "Yeah, no, that's not what he means." And you refuse, like you're
Yes,
like,
it is.
yeah. Not only that, but then under the tweet talking about, oh my God, we had 60K views. Oh my God, we had 200K views. Oh, we had 1 million views.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, what was the point of you doing this?
Like that one lady that when I said, she's trying to heat up on y'all, and she's like, that's a backhanded compliment to talk about her weight. I'm like,
What? No,
Excuse me?
No. That
I never
was,
said that.
That was crazy.
Yes.
That was
Yes.
crazy.
People were literally like,
Delusion. Like,
take it out and be like, oh, this is what you meant. No, I said what I meant. You know, you kind of, perfect example.
I like pancakes, so you hate waffles?
You dirty
I
bitch.
said, when I see people who are very pro-black, like, you know, Dr. Umar and, you know, people who just always, black power. And I see them come out with a partner that is not black. I do be a little shocked. I'll be like, oh, okay.
So
Then
all
everybody-
things black except for your bedroom.
Exactly. They like, you don't think somebody can be pro-black and not date outside their race?
Well,
I said,
no.
I never said that.
That's not
I
what
did.
he's saying.
I did.
I did not say that because I don't really care about the little interracial stuff. Y'all gonna do it anyways, but
Like, have fun.
it is what it is. But I said when I see somebody who is always, I mean always
Like, you got
talking
your
about it, like,
social justice warrior.
I'm in
fro.
character to
always.
talk about I am sick of the race mixing.
boom, and then we see wedding photos, and your wife is a white woman. I'm gonna be a little bit taken aback, you know.
And it's not like a disrespect. It's just it.
And sorry,
No, you're fine.
the partner is never as pro whatever. I would almost get it if you had married a white girl that was also like extremely down for the cause. Like if she's the one that's on the front line,
throwing her body
fighting
in
the good
front
fight.
of, like,
Yeah,
I know a couple like that.
I do.
I
love y'all.
I just don't know them personally. Like
I know one.
I know a couple
Dude,
personally.
I know the people, but I'm saying like them with a black partner.
Oh,
Oh no,
That's what I'm talking about. Like, yeah.
no.
two.
One.
But I get you. But no, like it's one of those things where it's like, for me personally, I'll say this. I don't have an issue with interracial relationships. I think they definitely misinterpreted your tweet wrong. It's not about hating interracial relationships or people can't date outside. It's not about that. It's just the fact that I've quite literally seen people tweet like, I can't stand white people. White people, you suck. A white man can't do nothing for me. Who the fuck want a white woman? And then I've quite literally see them do nothing but date or sleep exclusively with white men or white women.
Yeah.
To the point, like I remember there was this one kid
You
on
refer to
Twitter.
as cock, and you won't think you're
You
dealing with.
know, one of these folks on Twitter, they were constantly at one of my mutuals' head, always, because my one mutual, now he do say some out of pocket shit, but honestly, like no shade, he is sad, and I feel like y'all be starting with him. So sometimes he come back like what, but these people they always owe his ass or whatever, and so then he start getting colorist allegations and things like that, and being anti-black because he has said something that was honestly extremely wild. But when I had talked to him, he was like, I only said it because he was like, mind you, this tweet, somebody said this in a tweet that went viral and everybody was laughing. Now everybody's upset that I said it. They say he shouldn't have said it because he was not full black or whatever. Whatever the case may be. Whatever the case may be. But the person that was like the ringleader in the shit and I was attacking him the most, and granted all his friends, him and all his friends only dated white boys and white men. That's why I was so confused. I'm like, y'all are on his ass right now, calling him everything like under the sun.
Well,
and you talk about
actively-
stuff, oh, you want to be white. You want to, you this, you that, da-da.
You
And-
really want to be a white girl.
Yeah, literally.
You know what that means?
Meanwhile, he do nothing but claim his blackness. He don't look like racially ambiguous or anything. He just look like he light skinned, whatever.
Yeah.
Y'all on his ass and talking like he's anti-black and that he hate black people, this to the third. Yet you saying you hate white people, all this shit, and yet y'all what y'all have accusing him of being is what low key y'all are actually fighting on the inside. No shade. And I saw that and I said, that's wild.
All right. To be honest, if you're dating somebody outside of your race who
I just want to know how those conversations go in the bed, like when it's just you two
Because I want to know
alone.
how.
Because
Because
the way that
you
the
are
way
so
that
like anti, like white supremacy, all this other
because
stuff.
the way that
and
I
then you lay down. What are y'all talking about?
Cause like there are
Like,
some
what's
white
gonna
folks that
happen?
wasn't your
also,
grandmother terrible? She's like, yeah, like
cause like don't get me. There's
I
some white
love
people that
her.
also hate white supremacy and shit. Cause
Oh,
they know
absolutely.
at the end of the day, white
Yeah.
supremacy is only supposed to benefit one person only, and that is white men.
Yeah.
Really. But again, it's like I'm not saying you can't be critical of like other races or folks outside your race, but when you are beyond like critical and your whole persona is nothing but black, I'm black, y'all, I'm blackity black, I'm black,
Yeah.
y'all, I'm black, like ooh, our
Mhm.
beautiful Nubian queens, our sisters, hold on, da 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 da. You
Yes.
couldn't hold one of your Nubian queens,
Hello.
like not saying like you had to, but it's just like. Oh, I just wouldn't expect.
I mean,
this
go
from
where you're
you.
loved, but
like you're loved and it's
I
cool.
can't stand that shit.
But
I'm
it's
sorry.
like no, it like go where you're loved, but also
so okay. There's two
The
sides.
black gays say that all the time.
They don't be trying hard enough. They
They
get
said,
one
"Oh,
bad
I was
experience with black
bullied."
men.
What?
They were picked on a little bit in middle school,
What's going
and
on? You were picked on by a black person in middle school. Now you don't date black people.
the black
That's
boys don't like me because
interesting.
I'm not hood enough. And I'm like, that's
every
not
time
why.
they say that, I'll be like, "You struggling with your own shit. I'm not even about to argue with you."
I
Like,
will say that is something that I've always that's always bothered me. And I say this with like Steve Lacy because I remember when he came out when he was like bi, he was like, oh,
I can't fuck my brothers. Some
He's like,
bullshit.
yeah, I can't date back because I see them as my brothers, yada yada yada. And somebody was like, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's like half Asian or whatever. And they're like, well, nigga, you're half Asian and you still be dating Asians and shit. So like, you don't see them as your brother? Like, what the fuck? But I mean, hey, to each their own. Go
to each their own.
I would say, hey,
not saying it's
have
wrong.
fun. Do your big one.
Just
I
saying
don't
you have
care.
to, like when y'all be on them apps or when y'all date some of these men and y'all come back, they were so covertly racist. They were calling the
Like, what was that incident on Twitter with the one young man where he wasn't trying to name him at first, which idiotic.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that was
woof.
I will say, in my opinion, when that happened, like one, bro, you should have just named him off rap because that was crazy. But two,
But the bullying of him,
the-
like
like-
at the end of the day, that man still went through something traumatic.
and they
Let's not
went in. I was like,
You deserve that because you were on white cock. And it was like,
I'm like, I don't.
No.
They're like, I'm scrolling through. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know. I'm scrolling through, and I see he got a lot of black on black stuff too. Like I only see about 3 white.
he had a good content partner for a good little segment
Yeah.
that was very brown.
Yeah, I just feel like he was one of the people he sleep with everybody. It's one of the things.
He
but,
put his little meat in a little cage. He offered it all.
yeah, he do his thing. Oh, go ahead, shake the table.
No. You make it the other day.
You are,
Say it. Say it.
Shake the
I
table.
was one of those people who was on him.
I don't necessarily disagree. But I mean, like, were you on him for the fact that it happened to him, that he went through that experience as well?
See, that was my issue because when everybody started like blaming him, he was like, "Well, you deserved it," or whatever. I was like, "Okay,
No
y'all,
one
this is
deserves
getting
that.
weird because if this was a traumatic
Yes,
experience,
no one deserves it. Right.
Like, would it have been better if a black person told him, like, you suck at taking dick? Like,
would have been better if it was a black person that abused them or some shit like that had did that shit.
they were forcefully ramming it at
I heard the story, right?
Mhm.
And maybe he left things out.
perhaps.
Mhm.
Maybe.
And I still don't give a
I,
fuck.
didn't see, I still didn't. And I didn't see what he, like, other than a bruised ego, what actually happened. Or did I
So,
not read it?
Essentially, he said that they were
Guy was
doing
just-
everything, and he said he felt like the guy was too rough, and he was like, "Hey, can you chill? You being too rough."
Yeah.
And he said the guy did not listen, and then
Kept
he
trying to-
involved the race play. He was like, "Yo, like, hey, we did not agree on that. What are you doing?" Things like that.
Mhm.
And he said they finished, and the guy was like, "Oh, you should be able to take D better." Now, y'all's fave
Yeah,
that y'all
critique to
love.
basically. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm saying
Who,
basically.
Nico?
Yeah, I was gonna say y'all's fave. You know, a lot of folks' fave who be getting cussed out on Twitter and YouTube. He didn't win because apparently he's friends with the guy that whatever. And the guy said apparently the
course
race
he
play
is.
thing where he was like, "Yeah, yeah, you take." The race play thing was, yeah, you take that white cock in your black ass or some shit like that. And the guy was like, "Oh, I didn't think anything of it because people say it to me, da da da." And Nika was like, "Even though you didn't say the N word or nothing, that is still race. Like, why are you invoking race into it or whatever the case may be?"
Why do you see color?
You know, please. But so when I got all the context, I was like, okay, it looked like it was just ignorance, in my opinion, on both ends. It looks like it was
That's
just
what I had got from it. So.
Yeah, but I also understood like, wow, on my outside, I'm like, this is just ignorance
at the end of the day,
on both ends.
We all were,
yeah. Wow, that's what I also understand that, but that I was not the person in the situation that was harmed, so I don't know the full impact of what he experienced.
and I wouldn't have put myself in that position either.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't have put myself in that position either. But I also am not going to turn around and be like, after something traumatic happens to somebody, and be like, how will you deserve it? That's what you get for like a white cock. The fuck is wrong with you? That's why, like, I be looking at y'all, no shade, some of these pages that, like, honestly, y'all have dedicated y'all Twitter accounts.
I feel like it's a fine line between that same logic, the same people that are just like, well, I mean, you wouldn't have got X, Y, and Z happen to you depending on what you were wearing. You know, if you covered up some, no one would have been. And
that's literally, but like, no shade, that's honestly what it is. In my opinion, it felt a lot like very victim blaming. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't like that. And especially because, like, if this is somebody that's in our community, y'all can't, like, again, these pages, some of y'all have dedicated y'all Twitters to this. Y'all can't be screaming about community, and trying to teach, hey, stop doing that. Hello. They're not for you. And then when somebody's actually harmed over and they actually like, okay, so this kind of affected me or whatever, y'all lead with ha.
Because at the end of the day, it's like, especially from like the gays, I really just don't understand. It's like, we're already such a marginalized, ostracized community. To further push that amongst people of just being like, should this not be the same? So it's no different than people in the church that like, you can be a Christian, but like Christian like this, like there's parameters of what you find acceptable or reasonable.
Like, I'm not saying you gotta fuck with the boy. I'm not saying y'all gotta be cool. Cause trust me, we all know
you don't want to see him take white dick. Don't watch the content.
We all know there are some of our, Black brothers and sisters out there that are let me quit. But that are like, very much white is right. I only date white. Cool. Like, again, but this is somebody I have never seen that from them, and they don't do that. Yeah. And so they're just like, hey, no, I was just harmed. And instead of us like supporting and uplifting, we tore them down. Right. I was like, that's very disgusting in my opinion.
Giving them a safe space.
Exactly. Yeah. And then again, these same folks are going to turn around and scream about community and safe space. And it's like, y'all don't provide that. And honestly, not only is there like that not provided, I feel like there is a serious lack of empathy and there's a lack of grace within, honestly, not even just within this community, but like overall, like in society. Mm-hmm. It's just an overall lack of empathy and grace for folks. Right. And it's kind of disgusting and sad to see. I know my heart sometimes it can sing cold, but I'm a little sensitive. That's sad, Jimmy.
They some marshmallows.
We are very sensitive for real. We put like the nonchalantness and the joking. Those are walls.
Security blanket.
Right.
Those are
no shade.
Coping.
Yeah.
I am never gonna be a safe space for you to come and complain about.
I thought you were talking to you directly. I was like, damn,
I'm never gonna be a safe space for you to come and complain about your non-black boyfriend or girlfriend being racist and stuff towards you. I'm just never gonna be.
Now, what if it's not? What if it's not nothing race related, but they're just like they mistreat
like
me?
Assaults and stuff like that. Absolutely safe space. But you come into call me a porch monkey. I don't care.
Why not?
Because you shouldn't have been there.
Why should
you should pick your partner better? You should have picked your partner better.
You should.
How do you not know?
You're saying
how do you not know they was racist?
You're saying they should have done more vetting.
I guess that they should have done more vetting. But what if some people are just really good at hiding and they racist? I mean, I would say that I've never been in that position. I ain't never had.
Right, I ain't never got that close where I had to do that much research.
I never had to worry about that. But in my head, I'm still thinking.
Because in my mind, I'm just like, if I got to do all that extra leg work to make sure that I'm not going to be called the hard ER, let me just stick to where I belong.
It's simple things that people
that will tell you.
Like, trust me, yes, it's simple things that you know. Cree Summers said it best. I have not chosen the right romantic partner, knowing all that I know. I'm too smart for what I have chosen. Mm-hmm. Looking back, I am too smart for what I have chosen.
I definitely think people, they overshadow the fact of just like feeling loved or what they deem to be loved. But it's just like, there's telltale signs like.
His parents said 2 words to you.
And you didn't clock that immediately? Why does he never want your hair later?
Oh, your parents never liked me?
It's one of those things where it's like
you knew, honey.
Everyone's touching your hair.
What is this?
This is so unique.
I just like it's one of those things where it's like
I gave interpretive dance for a second.
So I feel like sometimes people feel like they could be teaching, like certain things could be teaching moments. Because I will say this, one of the things that I did, okay, and this is crazy, but one of the things I did have to learn, and I would say, and this was just going to Hubbard High School, that white ass high school. One of the things I had to learn is a lot of people. I'm not gonna say a lot of people, but some. I'm gonna say some. At least some of the ones I kind of. It was like it wasn't actual. Like
go to 6H12.
It wasn't that you were actually racist. You were just ignorant. And when I say that, I mean is when I say that, and a girl on TikTok talk about this. A lot of them only had one type of view of Black people, and it was what they had seen on TV and media, right?
Absolutely.
But then you also have to think about this, and I did. It's like through media, but like. When we go home and we watch TV, like I would say, growing up watching TV, I am watching the Parkers. That's So Raven. I'm watching Moesha when it was on. My wife and kid, like I watched
like
that
on
shit.
TikTok.
Yeah,
where she wasn't allowed to watch.
Yeah, she wasn't allowed to watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like there are some people who have grown. I like that. Like, oh, I can't watch.
You can't watch Moesha.
Like
her dad would not allow her to watch
like
either That's Raven or Proud
Family.
Family, and his reasoning was it's just so obnoxious and they're so loud.
Mm-hmm.
I said, ooh, and then she said I was sitting there as a grown adult. She said I wanted to watch it. I was watching the Proud Family, and I almost started crying because I'm like, this is beautiful. Like, and it's kind of like maybe they did have Fox News on all the time, and all you saw was, oh my gosh, Black Lives Matter. They are tearing the city up there. This, and Black people, oh my gosh, oogie boogie. And it's just kind of like,
but I mean,
we watch the same thing. And I don't think that of Black people, but
not to throw my parents underneath the bus. They kind of did something. More on my mom's side than my dad's side because he was not present. But my mom, and I know that she meant well in doing it. Of like, don't behave like them and don't do this and don't be around this. Like, I know that her rationale was to basically keep us safe and to make sure that we didn't fall into some of the pitfalls that people do because they're just in certain spaces at certain times, whatever the case may be. But the way that she went about it definitely was internalized, bit of a little internalized racism, like
assimilation.
Or like
she's doing the best she can.
But like the violent locking of the doors when like just someone that looks a little ornery is walking by, but just
I did that recently.
Literally, her just like triple clicking it, beep 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 beep. I'm like, okay, girl, like
I ain't gonna. I did that. I did that.
I know,
recently.
that's what I'm doing. Like,
I did that
recently.
I did that shit recently. I'm not even gonna hold you. I was trying.
I still to this day still sometimes have to check myself.
Scared as hell.
I go to there was an event that happened over in Whitehall, and I was like, Whitehall ain't got nothing for me over there.
The Whitehall ain't got. I have to get them out. I'm getting them out. But yeah, I just think it's a thing of people just being ignorant and not necessarily knowing all the time. So it's like certain little shit like that they may not know. Like I can see where it could come off racist, but it also could come off as like, oh, babe, you really just don't know this shit because your parents basically told you that the only representation of Black folks you got was from watching like the fucking Help. Like that's the only time you saw Black folks. Yeah. Essentially.
Like who's that girl on that one show who was dating the white boy?
Oh, I love her. I know what you're talking about. Who?
Alondria.
Oh yeah. I thought you was talking about.
I would think so different. Yeah.
No, it was something where he was kind of like learning about her hair or whatever, and everybody, oh my god, this is so beautiful. And I said, what the fuck, like,
Team Alondria.
The bar's in hell. But at the same time, to Aki's point, you really do, because like I work in Dublin for my bartending job, and I remember first couple months there, I was mad all the time because it's just the very minor, what I was perceiving to be microaggressions they would do, and I'm just like, this bitch don't know that's crazy to say, or da 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 da. And as I got to know these people and think, I'm like, this young man is a country, corn-fed white boy from Zanesville or Mansfield, like one of them little hick towns. Yeah. This is second or third year here in Columbus.
I can't get with that though.
I get you.
I feel like we as Black people,
it's one of those things where it's like we have like it's one of those things where it's like this.
We're forced to have to learn how to deal with
Yeah.
white people,
Boom.
but
And not only that, but also
they're
we
not.
know they're celebrities. We know their culture. Sorry.
yeah,
But like we know that. When it comes
Loosely.
to us, they don't know that. Like
and they
somebody
don't have to. That's the
you
thing.
know-
They can go their entire life
and never
white,
have to
lily white.
I feel
We
like
don't have
are-
that
we
same
are-
luxury.
I think this is what it is. This just clicked in my head. Maybe black people are the epicenter of like pop culture and popular
Mhm.
culture in America.
Culture.
And so basically, we know about everybody in different pockets. You know, we know about this Lucy Liu. We know about, you know,
Beady 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 bum bum. Like
yes,
yeah.
or
I think I did
Jason
too many
Momoa,
BDs.
or all of these different things. And we know about their culture. We know what not to call them, and like you don't say this type of thing because you know this is considered boom boom boom.
Yeah.
But then with everybody else, they just kind of like, oh,
We didn't know. Some
black
of the sh-
people. It's kind of like
because
what?
there's pride. I feel like black people, there's pride in us integrating and rubbing shoulders with different people from different communities. Like we enjoy learning about
can see
other
that.
cultures
I can see.
versus
They just want to steal from ours.
Right.
steal from ours,
And
and
they
then
don't want us around while they do with us.
and from their inside, they're very much just like, okay, they're concerned, well, okay, if we learn more or we take more of the other cultures, we'll lose our culture. And whereas we don't look at it that way, we're just like, we're adding shit to what we already got and making it even more flavorful. Like, you know, we adding a little sazon into
Like
it now.
so sorry
like,
that we.
yeah.
I'm sorry. We know how to make spaghetti better than y'all. Like
And we learned that from the Italians.
and like, oh.
And no shade, every time somebody goes to Italy and they come back and they be like, it's no shade to y'all. It's no shade to y'all. They be like,
Mamma
this food is
mia.
not all that. Like, this food is not all that. Like, it's
No.
kind of a little nasty a little bit. It is, and that's also Americans not being used to like very fresh ingredients or fresh food. But
And less seasoning and salts
Yes,
and
yes,
fats.
yes.
Yeah,
and
no, I'm
sugars.
never gonna be
literally
down
their
with that.
herbs and their
What?
fresh tomatoes they use in their pasta sauce, where it's kind of like this tastes like
Tomatoes.
outside. It's like yes, because everything is from
Okay,
literally.
I do
outside.
love. Like my boss has a garden,
Mhm.
and
I love a fresh veg.
you know,
a nice
tomato-
antipasto with some fresh basil, tomato. Oh,
tomatoes, great cucumbers,
Homemade mozzarella.
the pretzel, the peppers, amazing.
I love me a cucumber.
Same.
Bruh.
I love a good
Oh
cucumber
my
tomato
God.
salad.
yeah.
I don't like the cucumber tomato
Only
salad
English,
y'all be eating, but
The
I
who?
don't like the cucumber salad y'all be eating.
Oh,
That
I
the white
tear
boy,
cucumber salad.
that shit
What are we talking
with
about?
the
What's-
cream cheese and all that shit.
That's crazy.
I tried
Who's
it.
doing that?
Remember the little white boy taught him how to do it on TikTok?
Not him going.
Remember the white boy taught him how to do it on TikTok? He
Yeah,
had
yeah.
like
And then I took it
yeah,
really
little-
black.
yeah.
It would be ranch sometimes, some sour cream sometimes.
No,
smoked
no.
turkey, smoked
It
salmon.
needs dressing, like
tuna.
vinaigrettes.
so I tried that. I tried it with the cream cheese and everything. I was like, I'm gonna make the sushi inspired one. Ass. I tried to make just the regular one. Ass. I was like, okay, maybe it's just me. I just made me a regular cucumber tomato salad, like I always do. Cut up the cucumbers, tomato, put that red wine vinegar, some avocado oil, a little bit of honey, and a
Y'all
little
know
bit
a
of
little
Dijon
white cucumber dish I
mustard.
A
like?
little shredded chicken. Oh my god.
No, that shit nasty.
I
Don't do
love me a
that.
little cucumber sandwich, like one of them little tea sandwiches, which you get
What's tea sandwich?
You know, you ever go like the tea and crumpets and shit?
where like you go to like a nice soiree or something, and then
And
I
then
have
like
like a
little-
little
What is that?
Oh,
a
a
little
party.
cocktail
Soiree.
hour, a little yeah, yeah.
I thought you said
Yeah.
soiree.
Just the appropriate pronunciation.
What is schrar?
Well, that SOI in its original language.
Sorry.
Swar.
I don't know.
Those
You know,
big-
as sometimes with the English language, some words just how I pronounce them, they just don't. It just don't sound
Hey.
right. So,
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I also love the you dig out like the meat of the cucumber, and then you put rice, and avocado, salmon, whatever.
Almost
I
like
like
an open faced salmon
Yeah.
sushi bowl or something.
Open face cooked sushi thing.
yes,
It's
but you
very-
saying you dig out the meat of the cucumber? What cucumber got meat?
You know what he made. When you
know
make
what
it,
I meant. You know what I meant. Like, you
make a little
stupid ass.
boat.
Yeah, you make a little boat. You make a little boat. You know what I meant. What? But yeah, life. People on social media really piss me off. To be honest,
Yeah, no,
it's getting to a point where I'm also getting irritated by the stupidity. It's
Because everyone's
it's the bean soup or bean salad, whatever, the bean that theory.
Oh, yeah.
Where I'm scrolling, I'm saying, oh, here's a recipe for a bean
seven
soup.
bean salad. Can
What
I do
if I
it
don't
without
like
beans?
This is not the recipe for you. Why would you comment on that? First of all, Amy Poehler, you have a very beautiful podcast. I love it. Like,
I love it.
it's
She's
so funny.
fun.
It's just so personable.
Ever since she was Mighty B, I've been a fan.
She was Mighty B?
That was Mighty B.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Who's Mighty B?
It was a cartoon.
It was a cartoon on Cartoon Network. Oh my
Yeah,
God. That was her. That was
Little
Amy
Girl Scout
Poehler.
girl. Yeah, that was Amy Poehler.
That makes sense
That's
now.
funny as
Hearing the
hell.
voice back, that does make sense.
Yeah.
But it was hers, and somebody in the comments was just like, Amy, can you please turn down the lights that you're using in the studio? It's hurting my eyes. I don't know why that sent me into such a rage.
It's like, girl, you can just listen to the audio
turn
version.
your brightness down on your fucking phone. Why are we commenting, asking somebody to turn the light down in their studio?
Or here's a better one.
Don't watch it.
You can just listen to the audio.
Don't watch it. But why are you sitting there, Amy? Can you turn the lights down in your studio? They're hurting my eyes. It's as bright as the sun. I literally commented. I said, "Turn your fucking brightness
So how do y'all
down."
feel about? I might get hate for this,
Everybody
but
is so stupid.
stupid. So trigger warnings. I really am like, short of like murder, sexual things of that nature, I don't really see the trigger. Like, well, can you put a trigger warning on this? I've just lost my cat recently, and you talked about cat passing, and that might be sensitive for some.
It's a tricky line.
There is a tricky line because people don't understand my trigger is not your trigger, and vice versa.
Right. But it's kind of like if somebody got essayed yesterday violently, and
Well, yeah.
and you put an episode of SVU that mirrors that.
Yeah,
it could snap them. But at the same time, I'm not going to not post what I want to post because you got hurt.
And here's the thing: I might not put a trigger warning, but I might put in there like, "Hey, today's episode's based on blah 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 blah. If you have X, Y, and Z going on with anything, you might want to skip to six minutes and 37 seconds. We're going to be talking about this."
It's a tricky fine line. I
will say, I did start using trigger warning as a joke, low-key. I'm not going to hold you. It was because one time my friend had said, like, he was telling a story about how he threw up, and he was like, trigger warning, vomit. And I bust out. I said, girl, like, you telling the story about how you throw up. We go, no.
Okay.
But,
and see, that's crazy to me.
That would trigger me.
But
and me with a solid stomach, I'm like, you can talk about piss.
When they said it, it was funny. But then, like, after that, like, no shit, I'll be treating, like, trigger warning, ugly people. And then it'll be a picture of fucking goddamn Amy Schumer.
Jesus,
like
Christ.
Trigger warning, vomit that would assault my eyes. Divine likes to watch these things where people
pimple popping.
Okay, I don't like to watch the pimple popping ones, but I do like to watch the pedicure ones when they take out like the.
That's what Divine watches.
I don't know if the pimple popping is the same as like the abscess ones. I love
that's the one that Divine watches.
Oh, the one where they just squeeze the thing
on
and
the nail.
Ew.
And I'm just sitting here like I can't watch that. But at the same time,
just on a cow. Oh, I love the cow.
If somebody is in a bad accident and they take them out of the car and their bowels are hanging out, I have no issue with that. Right. Intestines and I have no issue with it.
Honestly.
But vomit? What the?
See, again, everybody's triggers are different because I have a very strong stomach and like there's not much you're going to show me that's going to, but like I also like need you not to like, don't show me like anybody's like father yelling at them too loud. Might get me a little teary eyed. I'm like, but like mangled main bodies.
Bring it on. I literally, no shade. I probably need to stop doing this. I'm not going to, but I literally type in on YouTube bad car accidents, and I would just sit for like hours watching bad car accidents. And it's I don't know what it is, but it's kind of like.
But pimple pop is a little bit much.
It's way too much.
I ain't gonna hold you. I do be on TikTok, and one of the things I used to do, Terrell used to get mad at me because I'll be on TikTok and before bed every night. I was curious on certain things on TikTok, specifically the witchcraft and the folks who were like. Honestly, like, you know.
Oh, that's not weird to me.
Like,
no, not at all.
Witchcraft, but also the people
also
who
like
were doing
stuff.
like the what do you call them? What do you call them?
Ouija boards? Ouija boards?
Not Ouija boards, but they were let's say this.
Criminal wheat?
They were teaching folks how to conjure a demon, essentially. And they would be like, "Oh, these are the sigils, everything you need to know, things you need to know." And I was just sitting there. No, I was
You
so
want to
sorry.
practice?
Whoa.
But no, I was just sitting there watching it.
Come again?
You know what? You be what? Because there's like, what is it? Is it the Lesser Key of Solomon is one of the books, and it like in that book it talks about all like the demons, the demons or whatever, who they like, who they reside over. Like, they reside over 100 legions of spirits. I was watching that shit, and I wanted to know. And they were like, yeah, this is how you conjure him. Like, this one, like, and they were saying like most demons, like, demons aren't honestly okay.
They're not.
Demons are not always evil.
They're not always evil. They're not bad.
Like,
but they said, but you just always have to be on your toes, essentially, and you can't show them that you're afraid or anything because they take advantage of that. Right. They said, but other than that, they said
just like Christians.
Yeah, and boom, and they said also you have to be very clear, like because most folks when they conjure a demon, they're conjuring for certain things, like maybe for love, wealth, things like that. They said you need to be very clear about the parameters of everything, and then like
like bring me wealth, but with harm to no others.
Yeah, and when you're done, you make sure you send them back on.
Right.
And the girl was like, "Yeah, this is like I've conjured about 10 in my lifetime." I was like, "Girl, fuck wrong with you?" I mean, I'm just watching it because I'm like, "Ooh, interested," a little creeped out.
I mean, demons are made up to make you fear some things, especially when it comes to religion.
My whole thing is it's like, where do we draw the line? Because it's like with me and like even with some of my hoodoo practices, like you call upon like ancestors and things like that. And to me, I mean, like at the end of the day, if we are going into the supernatural or beyond the grave or anything of that nature, I mean, it's really, when you're dealing with those things, it's all about intention and what you're doing it for and what you're looking to gain from those things or do with that.
It's all supernatural if you really want to keep it a buck. The Holy Ghost jumping in your body and you just losing control. Supernatural. Supernatural. And so it's just kind of like, I remember my dad was pissed when I took a origin of religions class. And I was like, oh, this is, how Judaism, this is, Zafar, something.
How they're all Abrahamic like religions.
Yeah. Catholics, this stuff and this stuff and this stuff. And I was just like, oh yeah, this makes sense because it's this one. And I can see, so Christianity is that. I said, just learning about different things, I don't think it's that difficult. Especially, people be so mad at me when I say voodoo is the closest to Christianity that Black people practice today. They be like, no, oh no. I said, it is. I'm telling you, it was a branch off, to be honest. But I mean,
that's why they use so many like Catholic deities in voodoo.
Literally.
I will say,
or they be like, oh, that's that religion is demonic because they worship more than one God. It's like, no, they see God in everything.
And but saying honestly,
a cow, any living thing, they see God in it.
And
maybe
it's like
y'all be a little
monotheistic religions are far younger and less common,
very much so, than
most other societies have multiple gods. Hinduism, multiple gods. Buddhism, multiple gods, or things that like. We're not one of y'all. Christianity is the anomaly as far as religious speak.
It is.
I agree. I just feel like personally when it comes to religion, especially like now in these times that we are living in America and in society, I'm just like, I don't necessarily care just because it's like, you guys can't keep preaching about this Bible and what the Bible says and what the Bible says and what the Bible says. But you guys, it's only what's convenient in that damn Bible.
Only what's convenient.
We have separation of church and state for a reason.
They don't believe that.
They definitely don't. I'm to a point now where like when it comes to religion, I'm just like, I don't care. Also, the whole thing about
so what you're saying is you hate God.
Yes.
That's what they hear.
And honestly, if that's what they need to hear it. Because like it's not that
I'd be like, send them after me if you're so bad.
I hate you because y'all like as they always say, there is no type of hate like Christian love.
There is none. There is none. That's why when I was asking somebody, I said, "You want the 10 Commandments in the classrooms? So can we put some of the things in the Quran in the classroom as well, or can we put that?" Well, this is a Christian nation. And I'm just kind of like, you don't get what you're saying because you would be mad if somebody put up an atheist logo or motto or anything like that.
That's essentially what they're going to have to do.
What I used to do, I actually, no one's asked me in a while, I would probably do it again, is that when we've gotten so comfortable with like Christians and like different churches, like, oh, can I come pray for you? Or like, what starts the P? kind of longer. Is it prolethatizing or something of that nature?
Prophesize?
No, not prophetizing.
I was gonna say
It's basically the act of when they're basically trying to convert folk through their religion multiple times. And
Indoctrination.
I remember this at the time I wasn't driving. I was sitting at the bus stop. This is years ago. And it was me, another lady, and there was a church across the way. And one of the older elders came by and he was like, "Can I pray for y'all?" And he's just going down like the people thinks it was like me and the lady thing. So he asked the first lady to pray for her. They say a little quick prayer. He moves on to the next lady, and she was kind of like obviously uncomfortable and kind of like, well, I don't know. And he said, well, I'll come back to the. And he comes to me, and he's like, do you know God and thing? And I said, well, I actually worship Satan. I said, can I actually pray for you?
Mm-hmm.
Skedaddle. I mean, flee. But I did that because I got so sick and tired of people constantly feeling that it would like, why do you feel so comfortable walking up to strangers, telling them about your religion and why they need what you're offering to be whole? That's
like,
strange.
That's
crazy to me.
that, and also like
that's incredibly uncomfortable.
as my mama always said, like no shade, you can't let everybody pray over you.
You really can't.
No,
you really
If
can't.
I don't know you.
No, literally.
Because again, it goes back to that whole intent thing.
Intent, like what is your intent with this prayer?
And then when honestly, I learned about this when I was looking it up. Satanism is not actually worshiping the devil.
They're not. No,
it's not.
It's
actually
not at
doing
all.
That.
The Church of Satan is actually
literally
pretty solid.
They said, "Oh no, they worship devils. They worship devils. They worship
They
devils.
don't.
They worship the devil." And I looked it up. I said,
They're big on like
"They're not
free
even
will.
right.
And,
they're not even worshiping what." And I was like, "Oh, the church really makes like
the wool over your eyes."
I'm and don't take this. You actually can't take it the wrong way. If you're a very critical thinker and you have a high IQ,
Christianity is not for religion.
Religion don't really.
It don't. That's why everybody get mad. I was always
Religion
asking
kind of
questions.
Religion, I do think
you
it's for
kind of
stupid
side eye
people.
like, what the hell was I doing? Like, you take from things what works for you, what makes you feel good, what comforts you. But I just feel like the whole spreading the gospel is a little.
It's weird.
It's just
and
odd.
it's rude.
It's odd.
Rude.
It's very
Let's just
rude.
start there. It's rude.
Because y'all would be mad as hell if somebody came up and said, "Can I pray to
Y'all won't even
Can I
talk to
start
the
you the good
fucking
word of
Jehovah
Allah?
Witnesses.
Rastafari?"
Y'all
or-
hate. They're Christian.
Who
Well,
is that?
no,
Oh, it's one of our deities. You're having fertility issues. This deity helps with. I only serve one God. You would be mad if somebody walked up to you like that. I don't know why.
and that's
Christians
why
think
you're
that
your
they can walk
third
up and be
baby
like,
praying to that one God.
Can you
damn
come to our
Oh.
church? Can you come to our church?
And it's just I don't
Can I
know.
conjure a little spell for you?
No,
it.
because it's one of those
I put a
things where
spell
it's just
on you.
like
And now you're mine.
I've gone to the point where I don't necessarily think religion is necessarily for me. I know that I grew up in a religious household. I grew up in the church. And while I do believe in God,
Mhm.
or at least something out there,
Uh-huh.
to me, the Bible ain't shit but a bunch of text that was written by some fucking white men.
It's a written down game of telephone.
Dead ass, no shade. And so, like, that's why I'm like, oh, because, like, I'm like, if you're telling me that Jesus is loving, da 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 da, and God is X, Y, Z, boom, 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 then why y'all telling me they gonna hate me for this? Like, you can't tell me that, y'all can't sit here and tell me, oh, you don't need to be jealous and this, that, and the third, da 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 da. You can't do that. You can't do that.
But he's a jealous God.
He's a jealous God. He's a very vengeful God.
First off, I
This
said that
nigga got powers. I ain't got shit. You gonna kill me because I don't want to.
because I didn't pray to you.
What
To be
the fuck?
and to be honest, this is always when I was growing up. I was so indoctrinated. I was like, oh, I don't. But when people say if he is all knowing, if he is the end all be all, if he is all of this,
Why ain't he kill white people?
where
man?
was he at during any
sorry.
like where was he at
Not all
during
y'all, not
any
all
of
y'all.
like history's like
Just most.
major like deadly things? Like why
Like,
it couldn't have just been a
Where is he-
Slavery.
Where is he at right now with Palestine?
Holocaust.
Because Palestine could use Jesus or God to come down and be like, hey.
and then
so-
when you ask him to explain it, it always comes back to this
It's
well,
all part of his
this
plan.
never
His ways
makes
are not our
sense. Like,
ways. And it's just, again,
murder is his way. What's going on? What's going on?
There's just
I can't
I
murder,
think
he
you
can murder
retweeted a
me.
TikTok about it, where it's like if you just listen to the story thing and just like God loves you so much that he puts sin in your heart.
Lady.
Yeah,
I love that lady.
that he puts
Yes.
sin in your heart that you have to ask him for forgiveness for. And if you don't, then he's gonna kill you for not loving him
Right.
the way that he told you should love him when he could just make you that way.
And
But
then he sent his son because he hates you so much. And the sin that you do, he hates it so much, but he put it all up inside of you because he wants you to start off life fighting to be well, to
for
be
his
good.
forgiveness and his
then
love.
If you don't, you're going to burn in hell for the rest of your life.
Well, I guess
and
I'm
then it's just when she explains it, it's like this is what it sounds like to people who actually like critically like.
But I used to be at that damn church. I always was in trouble because I used to be like, why?
What does this mean?
No, I used to get
Why?
tore up for like, because like, it could be a touch of autism, but like when they didn't get past Genesis and they're talking about like, oh yeah, Cain and Abel's wives came out the desert. Hold up. So Adam had to get his rib removed to get a bitch, but his two sons, their girls just come out of the middle of the desert made out of what? Sand? Why didn't he do that with Eve?
Right.
Why did he make a tree of good and evil and knowledge and whatnot? And that's stupid intent. It's like, I have this tree of gold.
And I just think
You
it's
can
very
never
funny.
touch.
Like, no shade. Y'all want me to be mad at Eve because Eve ate from the tree of knowledge. Why did he want us butt naked and dumb? No shit. I don't want to be butt naked and dumb. Why did he want us butt naked?
They discovered their nakedness. I'm like, I think about how that happened in real time of them just being like,
oh shit, the fuck? I should cover this up.
And it's like the stories, I would just be so dumbfounded. I'm just kind of like,
how many days he spent in the belly of a whale?
And on top of that, like,
no stomach acid.
How many animals were on that boat?
I was, you mean to tell me his nasty ass went down there and got 2 roaches and put them on a fucking arm?
And mosquitoes.
Hello?
Okay.
Spiders. You made sure you had 2 of everything.
And let's talk about the fact of like, okay, this is the Middle East. So
why everybody white?
Did the flood only affect that region?
Area?
No, dead ass.
Because the way y'all said it was like it was all over the world. Okay, cool. So like no penguins. They were like, oh well, the fish could swim. Okay, cool. Even if that is true,
Hello.
What about the birds? They're just circling.
So like, they can't land nowhere.
and then it's also kind of like when you tell the story,
and where
kind
did
of
the
like
water go?
What?
When I would go to church and then I would go to school and they like, this is Pangea. I said, now see, this makes sense.
I get it now. I get it.
This makes sense. Pangea, they kind of
because I used to get in trouble when they was explaining things like evolution. I was like,
the tectonic plates, this makes sense. My dad, no shade. My dad used to be so mad. Y'all remember the Mom Wives?
Yeah.
The theme song.
Yeah.
Me and my brother used to sing that down. Harmonies, this way, flip it, invert it, all that stuff. The Big Bang, the reason why I'm alive.
Bang.
He said, stop singing that. I said,
church folk are funny to me sometimes.
No,
I
dead
swear
ass.
to God.
He said, stop singing that. Some Big Bang. What are you talking about? Stop singing that.
It's like my mom got mad because
I said, excuse me?
I had got this book once. It was like a horror book, and I was just reading it.
Mm-hmm.
But in it, they were talking about the actual like first woman, the first woman, Lilith, who then became like the first demon apparently or whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember I was in the car. I was riding in the car with my mom, and I brought it up to my mom. I was like, "Yeah, no, this book say it was something about a girl named Lilith that apparently she was the original
Adam's first wife,
you know, but she ain't do well." I said, "Now she the first demon." I was like, but I figured it was the book. I was like, but I googled it, and apparently like this is like one of like the
first
theories
lawsuit.
or whatever. Yeah, and my mom was like, "What book is that?" No. She was talking. I was like, "Oh, okay." So I read it, and that came out for school. She was like, "Yeah." So I was thinking, I don't think you should read that book, and I was like, "Okay, I'm still gonna read it." Like, and I still read the book. I was like,
free thinkers are Christians or somebody who's indoctrinated in any type of religion. To be honest,
That's why I feel like social media is a catch-22.
I feel like
agree.
the best religions that I've learned about are the ones who have like multiple deities, multiple genders. Like those are the religions that really kind of are the most
they're a little too
successful
peaceful
for
for the
humans.
type of life I want to live. But like I can see myself like adopting that at like 40. Like I want to slow down a little bit.
I did have to ask my mom. I said, so I was like, so you mean to tell me? I said I could never commit a crime, live life completely perfect.
Right.
I do right. I volunteer every weekend.
Mhm.
I give back. I don't live beyond my means. I'm not greedy. I'm not lustful. I don't do none of that.
Mhm.
And I
Still
do
gonna
right
burn
by
on the lake of
people.
fire because I like boys.
And I said, but you mean to tell me I would go to hell because I did not dedicate my life to God?
Yup. That
That I said, but I can dedicate my life to God and live like hell, and I can go to. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. I'm so sorry.
What would be the point of me living my life right? Because like that's what used to blow my mind. Is they would talk about like live your life right, live right. So you ain't gotta ask for forgiveness. Blah 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 blah. But then when people would get close to death or people were in hospice and they were about to do a thing, they'd be like, well, we're going to send you to the pastor or the elder to say the last thing to make sure that they've given their life to Christ and things of the nature. I'm like, so this nigga could have literally murdered people's entire life. But as long as he says, I'm sorry, in the upteenth hour prior to him taking his last breath, he and what do they call it at the airport? The clear pass with me straight ahead to.
As long as he's not gay, trans, or
black.
Yeah. Well,
according to the Mormons.
Because the way them folks used to be on our campus, it was like, you're going to hell and everything. It was like lesbians, lustful, or like whores, sluts,
right,
gays. And then it was like black. I was like, what the fuck did I do? I just got here. I ain't even did shit.
Yeah. That's just like that dumb, stupid, idiotic, bad build, ugly Neanderthal of a woman who's bringing her case back up to Supreme Court.
Oh, that fucking red troll.
That one. And I'm just like, if you're not marrying somebody, this is what
like,
I love.
Even
and everything, they don't be married
because they gay. Why are you going to marry also somebody? You're not going to marry them because they've been divorced or because they've had sex before marriage. Or
she's had multiple
children
marriages
out of wedlock. You still marry them.
But I'm confused. What is her case for though?
Discrimination.
She was working at the
bakery.
The city thing. No, that's not a bakery. She was working at the
marriage license. The marriage license lady,
and she would not give the marriage license.
Well, girl,
to
if you know you got a fucking job to do and you're not doing it, get your ass the fuck on.
Like
it's not my job to go against.
You're working somewhere where the law of the land is gay people are allowed to get married.
There was a comedian that brought that up. Well, not the lady, but they were talking about. She's a comedian, but her dad's a bakery owner, like third or second generation. And she said it just was really wild that like my dad has one of the most like flamboyant jobs in the world, and he's like angrily like frosting buttercream on a chantilly cake, talking about I would never make a cake for gays, and it's like, bud,
girl.
You're decorating cakes with flowers.
And that's just what I feel like is just so stupid.
But it's also one of those things, like, so when it gets to shit like that, when it comes to the folks who don't want to like serve us, and this goes for a lot of people, I don't understand. Like, I literally saw a TikTok earlier about a man, him and his girl, they were going to some place to get food or whatever, and they didn't allow them to enter to eat because his wife had on sneakers. She had some Adidas sneakers, and they didn't allow them. And the man was upset. He's like, I need you to explain to me. He's like, because I just watched a white woman walk in here with some white Nike sneakers, and y'all let her in with no issue. And they was arguing like, no, this is racism, this, that, and the third. Hey, my friend, why are you fighting to spend your money somewhere where they do not want you? You only have to tell me once that you don't want me there, and I'm leaving. You got it, babes.
That's right, man, Drake.
You got it. You don't ever have to worry about my.
Wait, is that you?
Town Hall.
Them
no,
too.
dead ass. Like, you never have to worry about my coin again. Honestly, you don't have to worry about me again. Like, dead ass. You
That's
could
like the
be
black
on
people
fire.
that just like, they thought I couldn't afford it, so I bought out the bar. I'm like, so you give them more money.
Right.
Like, you stupid,
like, that's not stupid.
Bitch.
These white people, they be in front. So I decided to buy their dinner. I decided to buy their.
Yeah, because everybody in Columbus who was out there protesting Town Hall, performative as hell, number one. Number two, we've told y'all for years that they're racist. You didn't care because it was against black people. He hit a woman, and now everybody outside throwing up, oh my God.
That's honestly been the most like kickback I've seen in regards to
that. They were saying, is this the same one? Is he also, did he own some of the things in Kent?
Black Lives Matter?
No, not Black Lives Matter.
No, he was the one who was talking shit about Black Lives Matter earlier.
But
and
does
they didn't
he
protest then?
Does he own any? Cause
he owns something in Cleveland.
He owns some of the food, like different food societies.
Yeah,
out
I was
there.
like, do he own any in Kent? Because I'm like, if it's, because if it's the same guy I'm thinking of, like that man has like sexual assault after sexual assault after sexual assault.
They often do because they.
The food is nasty. I ate there once.
I only ate at the Town Hall in Cleveland. This is before I knew anything. The vegan chili was very good.
I'm gonna say like what I had was scrumptious.
I'm not gonna hate. The chef didn't do it.
No, literally. The chef was good.
That was a God-fearing man back there.
I will always tell people, you got one time to tell me, like Mandrake talking about something. Oh, well, I'll never forget. We usually don't let like the attire or the dress code like that you have on. We don't usually let them up there. But then I said, oh, I'll go back to Union. It's fine. Oh, no. This time I said, no, I'll go back to Union.
Okay.
I'm not about to sit
I
there.
don't want to
And
be
then
an
I
exception.
actually got up there.
Yeah. To
Who
Union or
was dressed
Mandrake?
worse than me? To Mandrake. I said, who was dressed worse than me? All of the college white boys
Yeah,
who
no.
had on ripped jeans, t-shirts,
Mhm.
backwards caps, gold chains. I actually had a white shirt on and some very cute shorts and some very crisp, clean ones. Nice haircut, fresh haircut. I walk up there. I said, won't be coming back here ever again.
The thing
I'll
was,
stick to Lincoln Social, bitch.
I didn't even know because I had actually went to Mandrake for the first time. Was it last year? Yes, last year when I was still working at AFSME, because I had went with a couple of coworkers that I was cool with, and we went, and I should say they were all white.
Falling off of that.
but-
Fucking tell me.
The way we were, because the way I was wearing a hoodie, some sneakers, and some ripped jeans.
Yeah.
I think Luke was wearing some jeans, a pullover shirt.
He was
some
black?
boots, huh?
He was black.
No, I said they were all white. These are my coworkers from my last job. They were all white.
Mhm.
Yeah, like we all were just wearing like just regular clothes, and we walked right up in that bitch with no issue. We talked da.
'Cause you
That's
were
why.
with people.
Yeah, I had no idea. So then when I came back and people was like, "Oh, they're racist," I was like, "I don't think so." Try to take my black ass back.
By yourself. They said,
I tried to take.
They said, token.
I said,
we didn't want to let you in the last time, but now that it's just you, bitch, get the step
They
in.
said, "Get out." I said, "You
Get
right, you
out.
right." I said, "I had no idea."
And then
This
when
ain't
black,
state property.
Yeah,
This
like-
this is private
property.
property. They said call the law.
Correct.
They said
Dead
call the law on them.
ass, dead
But that's
ass.
also why I can't stand
Come on.
black people who be like, well, I get in there and, you just need to dress and act a certain way.
No,
You assimilated,
Like hell. Like hell.
and it's like you should be able to walk into an establishment
Oh my
because at the end of the day, they already see any of your behavior
yeah,
as
that's
ghetto and
Quick.
unprofessional. They already see you could walk in there and say, "Hello, madam, how are you?" Did you see how he said, "Madam"?
Wasn't
Like,
that aggressive?
that was aggressive and like it didn't. Did you hear like a southern like
Oh, that's even at my job. Like
ghetto
to
or
where
something like?
I had to stop bringing up complaints because it was a manager, and I told her, I think I spun to her so quick, and I was like, I will never bring another issue up to you again, because she was just like,
Well, that's just how it is.
she's like, there goes Zai. She said, always creating trouble. She said, the bully on campus, and I was like,
okay, I guess I will be that.
what do you mean by that?
Let me show you.
The last bully thing I said, because I told you people was drinking on the job.
Like,
Now I'm a bully.
sorry,
I'm sorry. She's a tenured employee of 6 years. The
I
bitch
didn't
is a
know.
drunk.
Like y'all, she wasn't counting her tips correctly. I'm sorry, but like, no, like it's just.
There's a shortage on the liquor.
But I agree. Like people who are always like, "Oh, like I can get in or I can do." Congrats. That's why I'm not gonna lie. I did hate that recent wave of the folks popping up about having like black, like when they're like servers or waiters and they have to sit black people or they have to wait on black people. Because like I get it. I get it.
Now
As
that I agree
as somebody who has worked like in the food service realm and all that, who has done that, I understand that my people can be a bit of a trip. Okay, but when you a bit like me, I don't give a fuck. You get smart, I'm getting smart back. I always
Hello?
say, hey, a lot of people think
I just don't want my
that
tip to be rounded up.
it's
That's
you know
all.
because I just feel like a lot of people feel
What is that?
like
So I'll just say this. For every 10 white families and every 10 black families, I would say 9.5 of those white families, I'm not leaving with less than 20% on each tab. I could have practically spit.
yeah.
I could have spit in their face. They could have hated their service. They could have cussed me out, whatever the case may be. I'm still getting 20%. If I so much as miss a straw, if I don't bring the lemons quick enough, if all
That's
the
'cause-
things, it truly is a roll of the dice. And mind
It
you,
really is.
those were the main ones. What's your Cash App? What's your Apple Pay? I'm gonna make sure we take care of you. I'll
Don't
go to
do
check the
shit.
Cash App later.
Nothing.
$5,
Oh,
$10. Sometimes, honestly, nothing be better. Sometimes what they say to me, I'm like, actually, now I want to fight.
I feel like they do. I feel like
it's a
I've
catch-22.
had to deal with that before, and there's been plenty of times where I had to tell this one man. He was like, "Aren't you at work?" I said, "Let me tell you, we are at Subway. I do not give a fuck about this job. Okay, if I have to beat your ass in this Subway, I will do that. You are like the job is never worth it to me. Like, bitch, I will beat the fuck out of you if I have to.
It's a catch-22 for black people.
It is, but like,
yeah, because I love that.
Sometimes you start off with horrible behavior because they already know, they think that you're not gonna tip. I tip very well.
Yeah.
See,
give
here's
me
the
a
thing. I
$5
don't go
drink.
into it. I go into every interaction very
Yeah.
But I will say within 30 seconds, I can
You already
almost
know.
determine how this night's gonna go.
Yeah.
Like, case in point, and I felt bad. It wasn't even my guess. I had one good Judy, white girl, tenured. 4 girls came in for either homecoming, prom, or something like that. Late. First off, came late as hell. I think it's bad taste. I know the restaurant's open till 10. You came in at 9:55 wanting to order full meals. There's a special place in hell.
I think it's bad taste to come in after 9:30. No shade.
Yes.
Yes, but
Really 9.
If
I
like,
can't sit there and enjoy it because I'm gonna be sitting there. I gotta get out of these people. If I
Lights
was
is
here, I
getting-
wanted to go home.
lights
So
are
I
getting
can't
cut
even
off
enjoy
around you. The bitch done pulled out the vacuum. Like,
no,
Catch
We
Yeah.
ain't finished our food yet. Ooh,
Lord-
no. Stereotypical.
you see, racist.
Ah,
I
it
tell
slipped
you.
out. It slipped. They
I
stiffed
caught
her.
it.
They were like, they asked her initially, they were like, "Oh, can we pay with Apple Pay?" She's like, "Sure." Let me bring the little tablet over. You know, because it's fine dining.
Oh.
Bring the
They
tablet.
locked their car.
Let the thing. She came back to collect that tablet. Only thing there was the tablet. They was gone, and full total still on there. Granted, they didn't get that much. It was like a $30, maybe $40, like
That's a
entree.
lot.
Huh?
That's a lot. $30 tab.
Baby, no. Because if it hit, like, so our normal tablet, anything would be anywhere from like $250 to like $400. So like $30 is like an appetizer and maybe a drink, perhaps. So
Share the appetizer. I'm sorry. That's nasty. I done shared the appetizer before. I ain't
this ain't no triple dipper.
Yeah.
I would say I've had one white guest run off on me, and honestly, I thought it was actually brilliant because it's an old trick in the book. And don't y'all write this down / don't write this down. It's terrible to do. They'll buy like a little $1 pair of readers or something from the dollar store and like a little cheap wallet, and they'll come in, get their food, whatever their drink. I gotta go take this phone call, or I need to go running, like take this real quick. I'll be right back, but I'll leave my like wallet and this until I get back. So you see the wallet there thinking they, they want to leave their wallet and not come back. We're going to open that bitch. It still got the little insert paper still in it. Little tag. Yeah, little glasses ain't prescription worth a damn. They're readers.
No, it's insane.
Why
It's
spend money to
insane.
steal? Hey,
No, they don't spend any
committing
money.
to the gimmick, like buying a fake wallet or buying some readers to leave there.
Honestly,
They said $5 readers for
But,
$80
you gotta think-
meal.
You got to think, you go to a restaurant and you rack up the tab to like $200, and you honestly, you only been out of it $5. I mean, that's a $5 meal.
To be honest, when it comes to stealing, I think Tony Bell instilled so hard that
I can't steal.
you are going to die if you steal.
I can't steal.
I cannot do that.
I can't.
You are
If
going to
somebody
die.
if I was at dinner with somebody and they just, let's run out, I'd be like, jail.
I can't do
Jail.
it. I honestly can't. And the reason why is because I know, like, even though we were just talking about that, Sky Daddy, he is going to make an example out of
Every
me.
single
That's
time.
And
why, that's why I ain't trying to get none of them
You
loans.
know,
I'm like, nope.
Every single time I've like done something that I know I shouldn't have done, an example has been made out of me. So it's just
I'll
when
be
the
like, Lois
PP
washing them dishes. It's the lights coming
You
up.
know,
Like, damn.
when the
Like,
PPP loan started, when the PP loan started, I said, yeah, you shut your black ass down. You're
I
not
would-
getting
I
and
would
it may have
be
been
so
5 years
scared.
later, but they get
I
you.
would be
They
so
get
scared.
y'all,
I'd
and
be
I'm
so
like,
scared.
ooh, I'm free.
Yo, hat fell off.
Thanks.
So, well,
Now that we all
talked a
heard it.
lot. We've talked a lot. So, one of the things I did want to bring up is some like expectations we have going forward for the show.
You can expect me to get hotter, sexier every episode.
Yes, hot, fly, and sexy.
Sexy.
Shout out to you, Zara Larson.
I love you.
This is
so
your year.
much. I'm so happy for you because a lot of people are like, "Oh my god, I've never heard it." I've been rocking with you since Lush Life. Okay, we've been here. We've been locked in. That's since like honestly
my
2015.
baby. She's a performer. She's got the Beyonce cosign. Like, the world is her oyster.
I
I thought y'all was
remember-
talking about Captain Marvel the whole time when people kept bringing up her name. I
not
said,
Brie
I thought her name was
Larson,
Brie.
Zara. I'll never forget. I think when she performed,
Me,
on
when y'all start
X
talking about
Factor.
housewives, like, who?
You know? But at one point, I remember she was performing. This was she was like I don't want to say first starting out because she had already like really made it in Sweden, but she was starting to break America. This is like 2015, but she was performing. 2015 or 2016, but she was performing "Ain't My Fault" from her album.
And
yeah, and I remember she was performing it or whatever. And the performance, in my opinion, I was like, okay, good performance. You know, it was a little shaky at moments. I was like, good performance. And I'll never forget, she was like, hey y'all, you know, I did my best, you know. She was like, I'm still not Beyonce though. I'm still not Beyonce. I still gotta go. She was like, so no words, I promise next performance. I promise. She was like, in time y'all gonna see me. I will be performing, dancing full out. I won't be out of breath. And now I see you on stage.
She's amazing. Her vocal control, her like she
the ever ending
I
midnight sun. She just keep doing it.
That's her.
It ain't my fault. But if you haven't heard that song, you've also heard
Nope.
I gotta live every day. How did that one go? She's had hits over hits that you didn't even know were her sometimes.
That's her?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's her. Yeah. Her and MNEK, yeah. He had Never Forget You was great. I don't like him personally, but Never Forget You was great.
I'll have to look at it.
But yeah, we just want to set some expectations for y'all.
I recommend Stateside featuring Pink Panthers featuring Zara Larsson.
We are just trying our best to like stay on schedule this time, so things are going to be a bit different.
And hold us to it, please.
Hold us to it. Originally, we were a podcast that we brought out an episode every week. We wanted to give y'all something every week. There were times when like we might skip a week or two, but we would come back and then y'all would boom have 4 weeks. Like we would just boom, boom, boom.
We weren't eating. We weren't sleeping.
Yeah,
nothing.
we weren't eating. We were not sleeping. We were also broke. So with that said, things are changing a bit. We will be doing 2 episodes a month. So hopefully looking at like kind of like a every other week type of thing. So you could probably maybe the 2nd and 4th week expect an episode maybe.
And we're going to try to be pretty consistent on our upload days. Again, that all determines on when we get our episodes back. And, you know, Akii is our main editor and only editor that does everything for us.
I'm not the main editor. I just do what they edit everything. I just come in at the end and throw on our what's it called?
He gets it up on
intro
YouTube
video.
At least.
I just throw the intro video
and throw a little caption here and there, but nonetheless, it's still a lot of work. We have lengthier episodes, as you know, so it's no small feat. But we're gonna try to make sure that we're maintaining and getting those out to you every either Thursday or Friday of the bi-weekly thing. So you can always kind of expect that you will have those episodes consistently because we really appreciate those that have kind of stuck with us through now going into our 3rd season, and we want to at least owe it to y'all to at least give y'all consistency as far as content is received.
So everybody who has cussed me out about it, I think Cameron was one of them. Cameron, if you see this, thank you for watching. I fucks with you heavy. You cool. Sorry it took us so long. I know I told you and everybody, we was like, oh yeah, we're going to be back in August. You know, but we back. So yay.
We back.
We back. Woo.
And we might do an extra episode or 2 to, you know, make up for it maybe. I don't know. Jury's still out.
And then, also, like Zai said, expect for us to continue to get hot, fly, and sexy. I am back in the gym since the depression is gone. It's fun, you know. And honestly, I agree with you, Zai. It like, you know, pure self-hatred does wonders for you.
Truly. I tell people that all the time.
What?
What keeps you motivated? What keeps you motivated? The fact that I jiggle. So like
dead ass. Also because like
down the stairs and
there's certain outfits I want to wear and certain clothing I want to wear that I want them to look different on
and
me.
Like you right here and you'd be like, well, you know,
damn. I want my baggy looks back, but like baggy to the point where like they're literally falling off of me. So
we had to explain to Robbiey one time that like baggy as a big person and baggy as a skinny person are two
totally different things.
Like one looks like, oh, he's chic, he's, you know, he's fashionable. The other one looks like, meh, she's hiding her body.
Dead ass. And you know, and I'll never forget my mama always said, she was like, stop wearing clothes that's too big. She always said, don't ever wear clothes that's too big. She said, make you look bigger than what you are. She's like, unless you're tiny, it's gonna always make you look bigger than what you are. Boom. But yeah, so that, and then also just expect more laughs and like some serious conversations. We about to get on y'all ass about these politics.
Yeah, we kept it pretty light this episode because we're just coming back, and you know, obviously everybody's in character. But starting next weekend, like
Spelliarmus.
You know, we're gonna get back to some of our political hot takes. We're gonna get back to some of our
Reducto. Because there's a couple of y'all who I will say this as a preview to the political episode. You bitches know who to play with. Y'all know who to play with. Because why the hell are y'all... Why the fuck are y'all protesting at that lady's book signing? Like she gonna do anything and she can't do anything.
I'm not the president of the United States.
She lost. Y'all said don't vote for her.
Y'all
did not vote for her. Y'all made sure she lost. Why are you protesting her? Go protest that man, but you're not. Why aren't you protesting him? Because that man told y'all exactly what the fuck he was gonna do and he's doing it. She's doing
everybody in the Senate.
Everybody,
including Obama. If you want to look at it like that,
including Obama
for the last 80 years.
And I will say this: I'm about sick of y'all constantly going in on Obama. Obama is not my favorite president either.
No,
Obama has done some things I don't like either.
I don't have most things,
but Jimmy Carter for me. I feel like he was
Kennedy.
Jimmy was. I feel like the one president that like when he said I want to do boom 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 boom, he actually tried to do it. Jimmy Carter really was one of the people like when they said like, hey, we need to invest in social programs with folks. He said, well, yes, that's why I fuck with Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter is going.
Y'all always
one before George Washington.
Abraham Lincoln. Wait, no, who was
George
before
Washington
Washington was the
first.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So the
I thought you started to
Britain,
get one of those like pseudo science, like them books my dad used to be like, we used to have black presidents in the past. And I was like, I was like, okay. Well, on that no, guys, Robbie's favorite president. I think who was the king at the time in fucking England there at that time? Because that's who was running shit. The one with syphilis.
Who, King Charles?
Was it King Charles who was there before we got our presidents and shit? He was residing because we were a British colony. But yeah, y'all playing with Obama a lot, and I mean, cool, get y'all jokes off. But like again, y'all got all the smoke for the wrong person, the wrong people. Because personally, if I was Kamala and y'all came chanting, like I get it, Kamala was dead ass wrong for how she handled that shit. But then again, you also have to realize she was the vice president.
Second.
She had no power to do anything.
She could have spoke up.
She could have spoke up.
She probably did it in closed rooms.
She did call for a ceasefire. She did say we do need a ceasefire. I will give her that. Again, I say that entire administration's handling of that shit was wild. But like, y'all going in on her, Obama, honestly, anybody, but yet Trump and his friends just walking around scot-free. JD Vance walk his ass in fucking Cincinnati constantly. Don't
Charlie
nobody
Kirk's not walking his ass nowhere. Sorry.
Make it squirt, call it Charlie Kirk.
Well,
I bet.
Have y'all seen them AI ones where him and like multiple people die and they have him transform into angels and then run up the stairway to heaven? And mind you, it's not even like a normal run; it's like a gallop.
Yeah,
they booking it up them damn
and
stairs.
Again, that's what I say. If God is actually real and heaven is real, and like y'all can't tell me that y'all believe it and then think somebody like Charlie Kirk is in heaven. But then again, this is y'all's religion. So if that is somebody that is in heaven, I don't want to be there.
He probably is like, hey,
I'm not breaking bread with them niggas. No, the fuck. They already said we gotta just be up there singing God praises the entire time anyway. I don't know if I want to go up there anyway.
Could be black.
Well, even a little clapping.
No, like nothing.
Oh.
Deadass, I hope it's just nothing but a big ass, long ass.
Honestly, heaven has never appealed to me the way that they describe it, because it's like, I got this mansion. First off, shit just sounded dumb. Why are the streets paved with gold? For what? Like,
and we're gonna be.
Seems like a waste of resources to me. Yeah. And then also, who built them? And then secondly, okay, so I'm in the streets praising God all day. When do I get to kick it at my mansion? Because I want a pool party. Like,
because when they told me
I want the baddest angels.
I said, okay, well, what about our like lunch break and shit? And they were like, oh, well, you don't need
our lunch break. You'll never tire
because of it's your soul. It's not your physical body. I said, okay, it's not about me needing it. What if I want one? Like, goddamn,
it's not about that.
Like, I really got to be out there sing. I gotta be singing bless every fucking day. We bless in the city, bless in the field. I gotta sing that 24 hours a day.
Eternal life has never seemed fun to me. Like, even when I would watch like supernatural shows and it'd be like the vampire that's like,
I've been alive 4,000 years.
Damn.
Man, you seen a lot.
That
Ooh.
sucks. That's
First it was a black vampire. I'm like, damn, and every year you've been alive, they done treated us terrible. Like, God,
and you just seeing history repeat itself again and
Right.
again.
But no, that's why I'm like,
They would
I
probably be
really,
incredibly rich though. No shit.
I really do hope like a reincarnation is a thing. And I just come back, as somebody else.
I just hope I have a little choice in
You
Yeah.
know,
because
I would like to come back as a rich person's dog.
that's what I'm saying. Like you can't have no control of what you come because like what if I come back a rock in the Grand Canyon? I
No,
would
dead ass.
well,
I
I would
would
say I would
hate
kill
if I-
myself, but like I couldn't.
like,
Like,
what if I came back as somebody crack pipe? I don't want to be that.
You a
shoot.
living thing though.
Okay, good.
Living thing.
Bring me back as somebody, as another person. Just
You can be a tree.
I don't want.
I don't want
be a
that
tree.
either.
Your life might be cut short.
Or worse, and we're just like, this is a Jerusalem tree. It's been around for 6,000 years. And I'm like, I don't want to be anywhere for 6,000 years.
Dead ass. Like I'm
You could
good.
be a horse for the glue factory, or a cow for beef patties. You could be a
Or
shrimp. That
I
gets
could
to
be
eat
a
you.
human, right? I could be a human that comes out of another person, and that person is rich, and I have a trust fund, and I never have to worry about anything again.
I would genuinely kill for a trust fund.
You know, Dr. Wendy, y'all still got that trust fund?
Wire it to me before they freeze the account.
Please, your kids ain't gonna use it no way. They gotta use it to get y'all out of jail.
Well, y'all, it's been great to have another episode with y'all. We all ready to pack it up and see y'all on next week's episode. I gotta go somewhere and get this wig taken off.
Yes.
With that said,
Salud.
over and out.
And remember, Expelliarmus.